This is Mad Apple Xstream, live from the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company in Appleton, Wisconsin. Get ready for the extreme in pool entertainment. Welcome to the King of the Hill.
Holy cow, it's good to be back. How are you doing, MH?
I'm doing well. What a busy day we've had today.
Been a couple weeks, huh? Got a good leg there. Looks like Robbie won that just barely by an inch or two.
Champion Robbie.
I was very confused. There were a lot of balls on the table there.
Yeah, and presumably it's a foul if the cue ball or your ball hits any of those.
I feel like I just jogged around the black for some reason.
Yeah. When you're that old and fat, just getting into your chair does that for you.
I think that's what it is. So this is a great match. We've got Justin Dascher, I think they call him Dash, from Eau Claire. And he made the trip down. He said about 3 hours, 15 minutes, even with all his ladies' stops on the way. Blamed it on her. But should be a good match. He's got a lot of support, so hopefully you guys will join us in the chat. Say hi. Robbie with the break.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
yeah, they're all set up, so playing 8-ball, I guess, tonight. BCA PL rules, so should have a good match tonight.
And we're going to get our first look at the Dash right here. He's been gifted a nice open table.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about his game. I know he must be a pretty good guy because he's sure got a lot of support on the Eau Claire page.
The one thing we do know about him, he plays primarily on valleys, so should be interesting to see how his game progresses on the diamonds tonight.
Well, see what we didn't do tonight? We didn't adjust that overhead cam. We did a lot of work today on the light. Well, he's going to start off with a confident miss.
And we're keeping score, I bet. I bet that's my job, isn't it?
It is,
unless Patrick... Oh, Patrick's on.
Oh, and we forgot to thank him. Patrick's out of there. Thank you, Patrick. Filled us in a bit.
And Robbie's on the left, is that right? Dash on the right?
Yeah, it says
oh, no, it's the other
Justin
way
on
around.
the left, yeah.
Okay.
It matches the scoreboard.
Robbie gets a dry break.
And I think Dash has an unforced error.
Yep, I put that in there. So as of right now, one shot in, our stats are correct.
All right, perfect. So just checking in here. Justin D says hi. Keith Cross says hi. What is that? Pronounce that for me.
Well,
Kron Tire?
I can't see over there.
We're going to call him Kron. Says, let's go, Justin. Andrew Bundy, thank you very much. Our number within the top 3 fans in the world there, Andrew Bundy. Tim, here we go. A lot of exclamation points. I agree. I think it's going to be a good match once you get these guys heated up. Robbie's got a killer break. That is one thing I know about Robbie. Just crushes his break.
And he's got a nice open layout here for solids. He's got a big old window to get on the one ball there. His only issue here is he's kind of ended up a little bit straight on this 3-ball. So he's going to have to... Well...
Yeah, I was a little surprised, too. Kron says, kind of surprised Dasher chose 8-ball. And he did claim that his favorite game is 9-ball. But I think he's seen Robbie's break in 9-ball, to be honest with you. And it's dangerous. You know, you get Robbie breaking, he's only going to make 3 balls every time he runs a rack.
Yeah. And so he's left himself a long shot here. Oh, he's on the 1-ball. He went further enough forward, so he's got to negotiate a little tap on the 9.
Yeah, I think you almost kind of want to draw off the 9, come out, try and get for the 5, right? Or you push the 9 down. You got to be careful you don't push the 9 down and bump into the 7 or something.
Yeah, yeah, because they're all open right now. You don't want to send that 9-ball in and mess everything up.
So for me, I think I'm drawing out of this. I think that looks like what Robbie's going to do. Yep, just like that. Yep. Came back for the 5. Maybe got the 6. 6 might be an option here, but
and he's on the 7 right now, and he's got a window to hit to get on the 7, so you might as well take it now because he's on it.
Maybe. Looking at it from straight on, it might be right. Come up for the 6 or the 5 again. Back to the center off 2 rails. It's a little dangerous, though, because you're crossing the path of the 5, and you could get in trouble. So I personally like staying up with the 5 like he is. Because that 7's easy to get out for the 8, you know what I mean? He might take the 7
I think,
here.
yeah, I think he's going to leave the 6, isn't he? Or not. Nope, he's shooting the 6.
Yeah, see.
So that's 2 shots in a row. He's got on the 7. No, he is going to shoot the 7. He just wanted to see where he was going to be.
Yeah, just got to come out, tap the 9, or come outside of the 9, one of the 2. But either way, he's going to be drawing a little bit over to that left rail, or right rail, I guess.
All right, hit that absolutely beautifully. Nice and straight on the 6 ball.
Yeah, making him pay for that first shot. Got right in there and went. Good job on Mason winning a match at World. I agree. Thanks, Sean. Pete Bestia, good evening. What's going on? Hey, thank you guys for getting out there, sharing the stream. I got to do the same thing right now. I'm going to pull her up and get it shared, especially to the Eau Claire area, which I'm sure everybody's already done.
And am I right in thinking that in those matchroom events, winning one match gets you into the money?
He'd be in the top 96, I think. All right. Robbie for his second break. Let's see if he can make a ball this time. He didn't make anything on his first break. Just crushed him again, and nothing goes.
Well, and maybe that's the wisdom for Dash picking 8 ball here, because you're right. If you pick 9 ball and Robbie just starts breaking and running. This is 2 dry breaks in a row for Robbie. He's blasting him open good.
Yeah, I think for the most part, I think this is wide open no matter which ones you take. So I don't know what I like. I think the 5 is a little, 5 goes on the side. I think it just doesn't matter what you take here. You just got to play just consistent run out here. I mean, either one is open, I think.
Yeah, and you've got to figure out the 5 ball here and think about what pocket you're going to shoot the 8 ball in. 8 ball looks like it does go between those stripes, the 15 and the 14 down there.
Yeah. To me, it's 2, 7, 1 to the 6 to the 5 in the side, and then the 8 between the 15 and the 4. So
He's going to sneak the 2 ball pass right now.
yeah, that'd be the right.
And you use which ball to get on the 8?
Fred Renner. Oh,
Yeah, and that was the problem with that. It was a little thin.
Fred Renner, what's going on? Good to see you. And Craig Perry said he liked and shared. Thank you very much. Look at that. It comes right up on my phone because I hit the little notification button.
Yeah, and I'm
Like
pretty
YouTube?
sure I did too. Let me see if that's... It should tell me, huh?
Makes it so easy.
That we're streaming live.
So, I can just go share. It's going to ask me where I want to share it. I say I'm going to share it to my Facebook groups. Easy as that. You guys can help us out. We don't really ask you for cash, even though if you do give us cash in a super chat or something like that, it goes towards junior players and helping sponsor them when they need it. That's right. We had to wipe out the visiting internet, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull anything up here. All of our guest internet we had to take down so that we didn't lose the stream.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I
it's
wonder what was
because you have
going
a
on.
virus on your computer, we think.
Oh.
All right, Robbie, trying to work this out. Kind of got the 15 a little tighter than it was.
Yeah, I thought he was going to try that, nudge his way through those balls, and then he'd like to have got into the gap a little bit so that he didn't push that 2 ball right onto the 15. He's still got a chance here. It looks like he's going to use a lot of inside spin to try and... Yeah, he didn't get enough to bump the 2 was the plan. He was asking a little bit too much. So now he's got a bit of a problem here. He's got a long distance shot on the stripes up table. There is a 9 ball there, close to the 8, which can get him down close to the 15, but it's tough to see.
If he stops the cue ball kind of on the same angle he's got on the 10 with the 12, like shooting the 12, let's say the 12 was the cue ball, right? So the ball, is he shooting the 9?
I think he wants to just push it in close to that.
Well, he's not going to like the result here. I
Well,
don't think.
yeah. Oh, especially not. Oh, he didn't scratch.
Well, he didn't quite scratch, but I mean, he just laid out the whole table, I think. 4 to the 6 to the 2 to the 7, back to the 5 to the 1 to the 8. So basically 4 in the side, 6, come up for the 2, so you get an angle for the 7.
That's right. If you get straightish on the 6, which you can.
Yeah, I mean,
you can get on that. Let's find out if what am I saying? Dash. I was thinking of Lat because he stopped in earlier.
Otherwise, Justin, I think, works. But
Justin. Dash. I like Dash. It's like from The Incredibles.
Yeah.
It's Dash. Let's find out how quick he plays.
Well, he wants to slow down a little now because his first 2 shots at the table.
If you have the nickname Dash, you should be running around the table.
I think he needs to slow down because his last 2 attempts were not great, so he's got to get himself in a rhythm here.
There we go, and that was key there to get a nice little angle on the 2 ball. Looks like he has.
Should be able to just bump over into the 15 pretty straight at it. It'll create a little more of an angle on the 7. So you can come back out for that 5 in the side. It's an important shot, too, to get the right side of that 5 ball so that you can get down to the 1. If you get on the wrong side, it gets tough. Bumps that out of there perfect.
Maintains an angle on the 7. Freezes the 15 and the 9 as his little safety net.
Well, I'll tell you what, better short to set this in the side pocket than long.
Yeah.
Because short, you still have the short side of the 1 ball you can play down to.
Yeah, he doesn't want to cross the line, does he, if he's shooting the 5 into the left-hand side pocket.
I think I like going for the side more than the corner here just because you get in trouble at going to the corner here, I think. So he doesn't want to get too far here.
Does not want to cross the straight line.
He's kind of on the wrong side of this ball, so he's going to have to work now. I think he's still going to end up playing short side and just spinning the heck out of this with a lot of high left.
Looks like, he's aiming high.
Yeah. He's going to have to... Well, okay, he's just going to play
follow
the
it straight. And that's as good as you could get from there.
Maybe I was getting a bit overzealous. It's a good shot.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. We do appreciate it. Hey, what's going on there, Derek?
No pressure on this shot.
Yeah.
It was a thin cut. Not thin enough. Now pushing the 15 and the 9 together like he has as his safety net.
I think Robbie shoots that right now. He's pretty in line on it. I think it's worth an attempt here.
What are you saying? A combination?
Yeah, I think so.
It's tough.
He's
it's a very thin hit on that shot. I think he might be
maybe
planning on getting underneath it and playing some kind of safety, but
could try and kick at it too off the 12. I mean, play the 10 to play shape. Oh, I see what he's going to do. He's going to play the 12 off the 9, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. And the 9 is a little ways away from the corner pocket, and he's not straight on this, so he doesn't really like that.
Yeah, this is...
He'd love to be straighter on this, but I'm sure you're right. Off the 9.
Yeah, he's not happy. He knows he's not got a great angle to play into this.
Unless he plays it off the rail first and then the 9.
That's tougher, I think.
And then he is...
Because now you're coming off the wrong angle to even get to the pocket. Now you're limiting
Yeah,
carom
it is.
even-
But the only
even
thing about
more.
it is he's straighter on that shot, so it might be easier to see. No, he went direct.
Oh boy, hit
it
that
great.
really
Yeah,
good.
Only one problem. Where's that 9 ball going? Oh,
Yeah, it is
He's-
very Emma.
it looks like. Yeah, this is a good shot.
Yeah, I mean you don't hit it much
And
better.
got a little bit lucky that the 9 ball got high enough up to the top rail there, that he may have a chance to sneak it through and nudge through. I don't know. On these diamonds, those balls kind of lock in and don't go in.
There's such a big shelf there too. So I think he's going to just try and crank this back and knock the one in, basically. Oh no, wrong side.
Well, he's got as good as you could get on it, and from there,
Well, maybe.
he's not going to get good position on the 8 ball though, and you can't risk hitting this shot too hard because on these diamonds, with that 1 ball sitting so close, touching the jaw of the pocket, these balls can just sort of lock together and not go in. It's more likely to make the 1 than is the 9 if you hit this with speed. And
Yeah, because it slides.
he's going to be tempted to hit this with power and draw back to get position on the 8. He is digging down low. Oh, and that is absolutely
Nothing to
beautiful.
it,
What a
yeah.
great shot. What a great shot that was. Yeah, he hit that perfect. I mean, he hit it very accurately. That shot so easily doesn't go in.
All right, Robbie making Dash pay again there, making it 2-0. I'm sure Dash would like a couple shots back so far. Looks like he's starting to warm up a bit.
Robbie's dashing into the lead. Groan.
Groan is right. Randy Parlick.
Where's my laugh track? I need a laugh track, Kendall.
Closest we got to something that's like a laugh track would be, let's see.
If anybody's watching, just peep in here. Just say hi.
Say hi. It's our
Yes,
very
that's
own
not quite what I was
John
looking for.
Fields. That doesn't work.
I brought my own.
All right, Robbie with another crushing break to make the 15 in the corner. Comes in for him finally. So don't get to mark that. I don't think there's a single ball in trouble here again. Maybe the 210 would be as close as you come, those two.
Yeah, he's really opened up those balls well. Half the balls up table.
Yeah, I mean,
Just thinking about.
I think I prefer stripes here just because you go from the 11 to the 10.
Yeah, if you like that shot and you think you can just stay there and maybe drift a little bit to get a shot on that thin cut on the 10 ball, then you've basically solved all your problems right away.
I mean, you could shoot the 14 also to get yourself in a little better shape for the 11.
And
I mean, really, the 14, the 9, and the 12, all to get that final position on the 11 if you didn't like it now.
where he just lined his cue up shows us that he doesn't have to he can get straight on the 10 and it still goes.
Right, but this angle is tough because you're spinning this 11 ball in to hold the cue ball in a position that's good for the 10. I think he should shoot the 14 here. Leave the 12-9 down there. Shoot the 14, try to get on the 11.
Straight
Or the opposite angle he's got so he can go to the rail.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got a lot better chances going to the rail and back out. But I think he's going to be too tempted to take out these two balls, and then you're limiting yourself because you don't have a safety valve down on this end.
Yeah, it all depends on how you feel about this shot on the 11. If he can just sort of sweet stun it.
Well, I think he's looking to play into the 2.
That's kind of what he lined up, isn't it? And he is hitting higher, so he's going into the 2 ball.
Gonna roll it in. Nope.
Behind it.
Well,
That worked out. He's
yeah, I
actually,
mean, it could have been worse. For sure.
yeah, I think he's going to be okay. Well, I don't know. Does that
got the
13
12.
cut? Is he on the 13?
He's got the 12. I mean, you could cut the 13 if he's in a rhythm and wants to stay up here. Looks like what he's going to do. I think he should look at the 12, but sometimes you get in that zone, you just keep going. And that'll work sometimes, too. And sometimes, I thought it for sure that was side pocket.
Wow. ended up being just about perfect.
Almost 2 straight. What's going on? Patrick. Holy cow, everybody jumped in here quick. Andrew Bundy, great shots. Fred Renner, nice out again. Found his way out. Chris Melling. Talking about your guy there, Chris
Melling, yeah, I was watching him today. I'm actually not. I'm in the middle of watching his last match. I don't know if against Lucius Yap. He was ahead, but I didn't finish watching that yet.
Matt Thornton says, hi, guys. What's going on?
Chris Melling is my favorite player to watch, and I'm rooting for him in the World Pool Championships. Of course, he'd be my second favorite player if Mason was still going. But kudos to Mason for going out there and playing and putting on a good show.
And he won a match. He beat a great player there, too. Could have used one more. Got him into the 64, but fell short of that by 1. But, I mean, I couldn't be prouder of him. Just the way he handles himself and has handled himself through the wins and the losses.
Yeah.
Good to see it.
And he had a good run of tournaments as he started his journey there. He played, what, 2 or 3 tournaments where he came, second and third?
Yeah, first 3 he was second and third throughout, including Music City Open where he placed third. Only lost to 2 players, first and second.
So Robbie choosing to leave that 10 ball till last. He's going to have to figure out a way around the 2 ball here.
I'm a little surprised that he didn't try and get up a little higher on that ball, try and get over by the 4 a little bit more.
Well, there you go. He's got himself a problem.
I think he can still back cut this ball if he doesn't scratch, but over to the bottom left corner.
Wow. Or jump shot and play it in the side.
Yeah, he looks like he's going
and
to get a short
that jump
cue.
shot, if he does get close to the side pocket, there's also the 7 ball there helping to steer it in if he gets lucky. So there's 2 different ways this 8 ball can go in the side.
So exciting stuff. We're not going to be here next week, Friday.
Right.
We're actually going to be down at our state tournament, which is WSPA, and it's the singles event, and it's right here downtown Appleton. So we take the show on the road, although it be a short road, run it down the street here, and we're going to be coming live from there. So quite a bit more pool. Just won't have the Kings match this week or the following because we'll have Badger State games also broadcasting, but that's held right here at the Mad Apple. So we'll be broadcasting that live instead of King of the Hill. So next 2 weeks, no King of the Hill matches, but we're going to have a lot of great pool for you running and some, okay commentary, I suppose.
Oh, what a shot. Hit the
it?
button, Kendall. Hit the button.
Hold on, we can't do it yet. So it's funny because Chris says every highlight film.
Mm-hmm. We hit the button too soon.
No. You say, you got to hit the button on that one.
Oh.
Like that's the catch that he's got.
And you hear it every
single
time they hit
Yeah.
it. You stop saying it is what you're saying.
Well, no.
No.
There it is again.
That's a great shot.
We're going to leave it run through so you guys can watch it one more time because I caught just the very end. And this will reset.
So no King of the Hill next week, but we'll still be broadcasting, so still tune in, folks.
Yeah, absolutely. If you hit the notification button, you'll just know. So,
All right, so 3 out of 4 dry breaks for Robbie.
yeah. And
But
what did he run the one that he made a ball on? I think he did. Right? It'd be the last rack, probably even. Awesome jump. Okay, so Mr. Dasher needs to really get his focus on here because he does not need to get Robbie to 4 before he starts out. So, got to get something rolling here.
So looking at the 3 in the side here and a little bump on the 1.
Yeah, good shot. He had a little safety net there with that 13 sitting right in front of the hole. He's got the 6 here, I think. Wants to get this end cleared off, so the 6 and then the 2.
Yeah, and then use ultimately the 1 ball probably to get down for his last 2 balls will be the 5 and the 7.
Well, chime in here, guys. Let us know. What do you think the score is going to be here tonight? Got a lot. I know we got a lot of Justin fans, but there's always a lot of Robbie fans too. So
4 in the corner.
well, he's not afraid, is he? Yeah. See, that's a and
It's
I don't
not-
mean to say it, but he plays on valleys,
Yeah, I was
and
going to
that
say.
shot goes on valleys.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it does. It's a easily played shot, and to me, the theory always is when I play on a valley, I shoot more corner shots. When I play on a diamond, I play more side shots.
Huh.
I just feel like the diamond side pockets are bigger, harder to miss, where the corner shot like that is a little tougher. So I have a tendency to do that. So Robbie going to try and make him pay here, taking the 11, get rid of one of his trouble balls right off the bat. Oh, that didn't come out exactly where he'd like to see it.
Yeah, and Dash hanging that ball in the corner has made this a little tougher to get on the 9 ball.
Oh, we've got our first predictions coming in. 15-10, Robbie. If you guys do want to chat, you got to make sure you subscribe. That's how we keep all the bad spammers out of the stream. Otherwise, we got to deal with them nonstop. So all you got to do is go in there, subscribe, and then you're able to chat with us. Jeff,
So Robbie played there a shot which would, if it had gone in, solved all his problems. But he did hang it, so Dash has another chance here. He's got to find a way to get around that 7 and 5.
little
and-
rail first here
and
on
he-
this 4
yeah.
ball, I think. would
Yeah,
be-
that wouldn't be bad, would it? Either that or just stun draw across.
Yeah, he hit that really good. It's a good shot. That was tough from the angle he was sitting at, too, so...
Yeah, and he's on the 7 at a nice angle where he can get on the 5 too. And when I say 5-2, I mean 5 also into that same pocket.
Jeff Cole says, loving the stream. Robbie, 15-7 is what his guess is. Dash kind of in trouble here again. He's got a little bit of a cut here on the 5. And that's really the only shot he's got available right now. So he's going to have to try and control the cue ball here a bit.
Yeah, and finding a pocket for the 1 ball will be top of mind here. Knocking the 14 out of the way, so he does have just opened up a potential pocket for the 1 ball.
Subscriber Barry. What's going on, Barry? Thank you very much for the subscription. We appreciate that. That is how we keep this thing running for free, so we appreciate if you guys join us, subscribe, make sure you like and share. Let's get those views up there.
So a key shot here.
Yeah, he's got to get back across table here. Huh? That's perfect.
With a nice angle to get on the 8, hopefully. How's that?
I don't know if he does.
He
does
might
He's
be-
got to roll up for the side pocket.
Yeah, the
here,
8 ball
for sure.
goes on the side too. So yeah, this might be just I think he's just crossed the straight line on the 1 ball here, so he can just follow forward. Send the cue ball across table with a good follow shot.
Oh, no. Shot it into the rail.
And freezes it. No, not quite. 8 ball is still free. So advantage stripes. Get a replay on this shot. Just hit it straight, didn't he?
Yeah, he was very concerned about it, I think, getting up there.
And he hit that shot where he was with a speed where he wanted to just not go to the side rail. And I felt he should have hit that harder. And if he'd made the one, the cue ball would have gone to the side rail and out. He could have gotten the 8 that way.
I'm just going to skip to Taylor Collar's final statement, which he says, Robbie wins 15-8, and now he can buy milk this week.
Now, I do expect Dash, once he gets used to these conditions, to come back at this match. He's got a 528. Is that Fargo rating correct? Which means he's actually
528.
628, yeah, which means he's a couple of points higher than Robbie. Not that a couple of points means anything, but it does mean that Dash obviously has played good pool to get that rating.
Yeah, I think part of the flaw is grouping everything together. 9-ball players are not the same as an 8-ball player. 8-ball players are not the same as a
you should almost have a different Fargo rate for each game.
Yeah, I mean, it really should be. I think that's probably one of the biggest flaws that we have.
And if he doesn't play much on diamonds, that makes a big deal. Robbie's looking up into the sky and saying, "Why did I do that?"
Well, that was definitely an error.
He loves his power draw shots. So,
telling you, man, this is an easy ball to jaw.
Oh, how well can you hit a shot?
How do you hit it?
Yeah, his glance skyward said it's a problem, and then he hits it as if it was no problem. But that was a really good draw shot. We should get a replay on that one.
Well, let's see if Robbie can maintain here and make sure he gets this ball down.
A little bit of a tester, isn't it, this one? Can he hit it in the corner, or is he still going for the side?
I shoot it in the side pocket about 9 out of 10 times, I think. Robbie's shooting it in the corner.
Hard of the pocket?
Dead in the middle of the corner. So let's go on back and we'll take a look at that replay of that draw shot that Robbie shot. It was kind of pretty. All right, Robbie up to break. Here, let's take a look at a little bit about Robbie while he's breaking here. Maybe. There it is. All right. So Robbie is a 623. He's actually 32. I still haven't changed that graphic. He just had a birthday not too many weeks ago. And he's from Kaukauna, Wisconsin, which is just about 10 minutes to the north of us here. Well, maybe 20. He plays with the Predator Q with the Revo carbon fiber 12.9 shaft. He likes the Predator medium, and he's been playing 13 games. Favorite game is 9-ball. Favorite player, the late, the great Larry Neville. And anyway, so I'm just really surprised we're watching 8-ball tonight.
He's only been playing 13 years.
Yeah, I think he's
young, isn't he? How old is he?
32. Well, 32. Had a birthday just since he's been on here, and I haven't updated his graphic. So Puzzled Quake 95, I'm just going to call you Puzzled, says, right game, both are equally good. I'm really surprised, as I started to say, that we're watching 8-ball tonight. We got both these players' favorite game is 9-ball. I guess I was expecting to watch a 9-ball match tonight.
Well, of course, Dash doesn't want to pick a game that Robbie says is his favorite game.
Yeah, but you got to play what your confidence is, and I mean, from my understanding, from just some of the reactions, Dash is probably a 9-ball player. You know, so. don't know. Robbie got just wrong here. He's over the top of the 10, or he's shooting a heck of a cut on the 10.
Yeah, and he nudged that 9 ball on his first shot over into that little cluster. So I think he's going to have to find himself a nice angle on the 13 here. And he's hit that too hard.
That's not it.
He's
Getting more dire.
Yep, he's still got a chance to save this, but he's got to shoot the 10 and then find that nice angle on the 13.
Top side of the 6 ball, so he's got to get it back above the 6 here. It's a very playable shot because you're kind of running over the side rail. So I think ideally he's trying to hit one diamond outside the pocket that he's standing over top of on that right rail. Yeah.
How's your speed?
Going to get there. Well, he didn't get high enough.
Okay, advantage solids.
That would be 2 diamonds, and he needed 1 diamond.
Okay, what are you going to do now, Robbie? What's the plan?
Push the 13 into the pocket and leave the cue ball on the end rail.
So hang the 13, you're saying?
Kind of. I don't even know if he can see that much of it. I mean, if he can make it, then he's got enough angle to get to the end rail and back up. I just can't tell if he can see past the 6.
Yeah, and it's not as if he's absolutely selling out to solids, but of course, solids has a huge tactical advantage.
Yeah, the 9 is killing you. If he had even more of an angle, you might even see him jump the 6 to come off that top rail and break out the 9, but
that would be quite the shot, because
yeah.
if you don't break him out, making the 13 is just hurting. You kind of want to leave the 13 somewhere where it can be usable later. You're still kind of willing and wishing that you get another shot here, because solids has all the control. So he takes a deliberate foul, and he's hampered the 8 ball a little bit.
Well, he's hampered the 8 ball, and he's taken away the break ball off the 1. But I think you just shoot the 1 in the upper left corner. You got ball in hand here. All right.
Yeah, and he
Take
doesn't
this
have to be desperate to do anything here, Dash. He could bump the 5 ball down into that corner, close to all those balls, and freeze him behind the 3 ball. Play a snooker behind the 3 while putting in the 5 ball in a usable position for the next shot.
Dash is going to take a little break here, so we're going to come out to the room cam. We just replaced all the lights in the stream table, so that table got about twice as bright. It's amazing when you leave LEDs on all the time for a couple years.
They fade, do they?
They fade, yeah. Quite a bit. I mean, they probably, I would guess they're 50% when we changed them.
Okay, so we can take a little read information about Dash here. His equipment, his playing cue. He's playing with a P-Shower, the crown jewel shaft, 12.75 millimeters, a Le Pro tip, and there's a lot of people who like Le Pro tips.
Well, you would know. You put a lot of tips.
That's
on.
right, including you. I think we put quite a few. I've put on
a
few of those.
Now. I actually use that. I like that How tip better.
The How, yeah. How what? Medium? How soft?
Yeah, medium.
18-ounce cue. His brake cue is a P-Shower with a Taum brake tip. 19.5 ounces for his brake cue.
That's about right.
And
like
a P-Shower jump cue. So he's a P-Shower boy all the way around.
Although he says he dislikes jump cues.
Dislikes jump cues.
Likes the template.
Likes the template rack. Favorite table size, 7 foot. That's good. Typically play on valleys. Favorite game, as we've alluded to, 9 ball. What started your interest in pool, Dash? Buddies I play pinball with wanted to try pool.
Oh, he's a pinball player. That's very cool. Love pinball. Remember, we always had pinballs at the Magnet.
Yep.
Now that it's tough to even find a vendor that actually carries them, but love pinball. Great game. Really liked it when we had those old collectors in the pro shop. Sold those off. Johnny Fields standing outside the booth here playing against Chris G. I hear him slamming his cue around. Not Johnny Fields, Chris G. All right, the dash is back. And calmed himself down, ready to come up with a plan here.
Yeah. And although he could, with ball in hand, if he remembers that he's got ball in hand, shoot the one and break that out. The only reason I don't like that is because of the 6 ball, which is sort of a secondary problem.
I think the 6 goes.
I wouldn't just start shooting balls into the pockets. I'd probably play a little safety, which nudges a ball down towards that area that you can use later.
Yeah, you either got to go totally aggressive, shoot the 1, break the 4, and run out, or you have to play safety right now. I don't think you want to take anybody off the field if you don't plan on breaking these 2 balls up right now. I think the 6 goes. I mean, I think it's obviously limited a little bit to the angle. No, he doesn't want to bump the 9 here. He wants to bump the 4. If he bumps the 9, he's going to get in trouble.
Okay. Well, he has developed the 4, and he hasn't sold out.
Yeah, he's got a good shot
in front
on
of the 9.
I'm sure he would have liked a little better shot on the 2, but he's got a good shot to back cut this 2 ball. Just got to get the cue ball to get a little movement on it here, otherwise you're going to get tied up.
Friendly bump on the 3 ball.
Oh, boy.
And that has actually worked out pretty good. And in hindsight, you might as well just play that shot exactly as he did. Who's
to say he didn't?
Yeah, well, I'll say he didn't.
Robbie getting out the jump cue again.
Yeah, Robbie's left with a sort of a Hail Mary type shot here. And the problem with this is
break out the 6.
He's breaking up. You know, and maybe the 6 isn't that safe anyway, but it's definitely not going to be after this.
Whoa.
He made it.
If you make it,
what a great shot.
Well, I mean, I don't know. He threw his arm up in the air. Like, I don't know what he was looking for after that shot. He's got the cut all the way down.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that. He's got a fighting chance to get out here.
6 actually came out in a way that he could maybe play that in the side off the 6, but I think the cut down table is easier.
Yeah, it just goes straight down, so I think he's going to go for the pocket. Breathe barely past the 6 ball.
Yeah, and 2 rails back and forth for the 8 ball. Kind of trying to get about where he is right now, actually. Man, I don't know if I caught that. I might have waited too long. No.
It was such a great jump shot, too.
Yeah, I don't think...
He gave himself a chance there.
Yeah, I never caught it. All right. He's ready. He's focused.
Now, after all that excitement, he's got a good chance here.
I don't know if Dash plays out of the hollow. I think everybody kind of over in Eclair, that's where they play out of.
The hollow?
The hollow, yeah.
Is that a pool hall?
That's a bar with pool tables, and they kind of run all the leagues, and they're where everybody shoots pool. They don't really have a true pool room, but those people take pretty good care of their pool players, I think. They just had some kind of a little bit of a riff, but I think it got worked out. Oh, boy.
Well, that counts as an unforced error.
Yeah, and he couldn't have left Robbie much better angle here to get...
Disheartening there for the Dash fans.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, had a couple shots at some open tables here.
So at the moment, we're on pace for a 15-0 match.
Well, I don't think that's happening. Dash is going to get something rolling here. I want to thank everybody for joining us. We really do appreciate it. Thanks for all the likes and shares. Obviously, you guys are doing an amazing job because we got quite a few people watching, but can always use more. So if you haven't gone out and shared the stream, we do appreciate it. It is how we keep things running for free. Thank God I don't have to pay MH, or this would, I don't know how we'd do it.
Well, I've ordered a free meal tonight, so.
Oh, all right. Is that payment? I guess that's payment, isn't it?
I work for food.
I could get that shirt. You could wear it on stream. It'd be great. Oh, where'd everybody fall out of chat? Come on back. Everybody just kind of shut up. I think they're stunned a little here.
Oh, that break worked well for Robbie.
Yeah,
and
made a ball.
Stripes.
Yeah. I think Stripes strictly, well, the three ball and the fact that you
don't really have a good shot on solids. But
yeah, the start.
But then there's no problem with Stripes here. That 14 ball down there can be used. To get on the 9 in the side.
Cue ball controls sometimes. How's it going? CBCS. You know, and we haven't thrown this out there for him yet, so we're going to throw him a lifeline a little bit. It is different if you're not used to playing on a stream, and the pressure is just different. You start thinking different. You miss one or two balls, and suddenly it's...
That's right. And if you mentioned it to a few people back home, and you know they're watching right now, it can definitely change your psychology.
Got a little PSA here from Patrick Glynn. Do not watch the stream while you're driving. He almost got in a car crash trying to watch and drive at the same time.
He's texting while messaging while you're driving is even worse there, Patrick. He's like, I'm okay, I'm in a ditch, I'm not driving right now.
Let's see. Sean Wilkes says, anybody watch the World 9-Ball Championships? What was the deal with Alex the Lion Pangala's break?
Good question.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it, Sean. You could fill us in. I was watching, and I kind of heard something about that situation, but I didn't really hear what it was. Robbie with a miss, giving some life back to Dash here. Let's see if he can get something rolling. I tell you, he's a good, strong player, and he wins a lot. So something's definitely getting to him. A little bit of the diamond table, a little bit of the...
Early days in this match, if he can pick this one off. We haven't seen him break yet.
Patrick, the ref didn't like Alex's break because he kept running out after. It's funny, I think.
Oh, I did hear them mention something. I don't know what it was about. I just tuned in to see Alex said something, and the ref said, well, we're not going to talk about it. I don't know what the details were. If anybody knows and was watching that, there was an issue with Alex's break and the ref.
Only watched a bit, and others were breaking much softer.
See, now Dash here is kind of leaving this 3-ball till last, and the problem is he hasn't... Oh, this just might work out perfect, actually, because he's got to take the 2-ball to clear the long pocket for the 3.
You got to get the right again. It's all about getting on the right side of the ball here. I mean, this 4-ball. If you're on the right side, it's easy.
Yeah, this shot's
key. If
you
get on the wrong side, you're in trouble.
Exactly right. Yeah, this is key here.
Got to get going. I mean, he's not horrible here. He can definitely play up with a little bit of right here.
Yeah, you'd love to have not had to follow with inside English. And like you say, if you'd just gone a few inches, half a foot.
Too far is better, because then you can bump to the rail and back out.
You just roll that ball in.
Now look at the English he's got to put on it. And he hit it great.
What a great shot.
Yeah, hit it great. But that's the stuff where next thing you know, you're punting.
So that was a good recovery. He's got another shot here that he's got to judge well. Look at the amount of spin he needs on this shot.
Yeah, I mean, a ton. He hit it good. So now he's just got to stay down, stay confident on this shot, make sure he gets it in the hole because he needs this game.
Yeah, you got to make this ball.
Yeah. If he stands any chance, he's got to get out here. Yeah. Well, Robbie with life back at the table here. He's got a 4-ball out now. Go up 5-0. CBCS says he was breaking harder than I can, so I cannot play in the Worlds for that reason and more. So he must have been just crushing the break. I think this is backwards. I think Robbie would have rather played the 13 here next. This gets a little... Can be tricky, yep. See, you got in trouble.
Time for another jump shot, Robbie. I'd be kicking at this. He's probably going to jump it. There he is, going for the jump cue.
Yeah, I can't blame him. I think the way he's going to hit it, he's going to end up leaving safe for Dascher, for Justin.
And if he's thinking about that, he's also got to be careful he doesn't end up scratching in the corner.
Holy cow.
What a fantastic shot.
Jeez. That was just perfect. I don't think you could hit that any better.
And, I mean, he can take his choice of pockets here, but rolling it into the corner has an element of safety. Of course, the safest would be to make sure the 8-ball goes into the pocket.
Well, he's playing it to the corner, I think, strategically. No, he did
he
go
was
to
just
the
happy
side.
with it. That's right. If he
Beautiful.
likes that shot in the side.
I'll tell you, that was one heck of a jump shot. Just the control that Robbie had on that ball.
Yeah, and he's already made a couple of spectacular jump shots in this match.
Yeah, crazy good. I wish I could jump like that.
Yeah, and these balls are so close. So this is a shot that I would definitely be kicking at this ball. Because I'm not as good with the jump cue as Robbie is.
All right, so I don't know if I read this out loud or not, but Craig Perry says it was deemed, we're talking about Pangalaya's break today.
Yeah.
It was deemed an illegal break, even though he met all the criteria.
What?
I also thought I heard it was because he wasn't in the break box.
Oh.
Craig Perry said he didn't see it, he only heard that. The ref told him he wasn't breaking hard enough. Okay. Cal Brennan. Yeah, Justin has a case of the primetime jitters. I would agree with you, Cal. That's probably right.
So he met the criteria of getting the right number of balls up across the head string, but he still said he wasn't hitting it hard enough.
Natasha Zoba says he didn't hit the one full enough, and the ref felt it was just making a legal break. but it was a gentleman's agreement to hit full and bust them apart. It was nonsense.
It's kind of a silly rule, isn't it? Because Matchroom
Yeah,
says
just
like,
catching the edge, right? Catching the edge of the one, I think, is what we'd be talking
what
about.
Matchroom wants is you to give it a good old whack and hit it solid.
Yeah.
And sort of, gentleman's agreement. Well, how does that work in a game that has rules? And, you set the rules and you're either in the rules or you're outside of the rules.
Is that 3 for 3 makes, Fred Renner? Did he make all 3 of his jump shots? Or just hit them all 3? Must have made them all 3. Because I know he made one before. He made that 8 ball on the side.
He made the 2.
Yeah, so, 3 for 3. Wow. Patrick says basically the ref was sharking Alex. Maybe he had money on the match. Wouldn't be the first time.
Yep. We're scoring that as an unforced error for Robbie there. Another one. Being a bit harsh here. I'm going to have to go back and watch that match because I'd really like to know. It's a little bit crazy by the sounds of it.
Well, whatever it is here for Justin, he's got to figure out how to pull his head together and make some sense of this table. We've all been there. We've all been in a scenario where you're just supposed to play better than you are, and for whatever reason, just can't quite get comfortable. Well, and he doesn't need that to happen. Even though he didn't scratch there, he's left pretty tough. His only choice here, I think, is that 12 ball in the corner. And he really needed that to get somewhere on the 9. So he's going to have to use it now just to escape. Yeah, overcut. You can see Robbie start with the 6 ball here. Probably come all the way back around table for the 4. Just kind of get back into the middle, I think, is what I would be attempting anyways. No, he's going to shoot the 7.
Yeah, and the 5 ball does have a pocket once the 2 ball is gone.
I think it goes by there. If you kind of look at the line between the 9, the point there, and the 2, I think it just runs right by there. But we'll see, because I'm pretty sure he's a little funny here to get back on the 4. Really, maybe got to run back and forth 2 times here, maybe. No, held it and spun it.
Yeah, and he can play a little, when he shoots this 4 in the side, he can play a little bump on the 8 ball.
Yeah, right up under
if you're right that the 5 ball goes past the 2, which honestly from the top view I don't like the look of it. Either that, or if he can find a way to not go too far and end up with a shot on the 2 ball. He could actually stun and go hit the... Okay, that... Oh, I didn't go in. Yeah, from there he had a shot on the 2 where he could have used that to get on the 5, but ball's got to go in the pocket if you want to shoot the next shot. All right, come on, Dash. Here's your chance.
Well, and he's still got to make it on this 9 ball. He's got it, but I mean, this is the shot to do it. I think I'd be shooting the 12
and trying to kiss
run into it right now.
The 5 or the 9, yeah.
Because then you got the 9 and the.
Yeah, from right there, I definitely would probably be playing that shot that you just suggested, the 12 ball.
He's just got to find his comfort. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you got to shoot the wrong shot just because you know you'll make it and it can get you rolling. So maybe.
Yeah, and there's more than one way to get on it. But he's got 2 choices here. He can try and go into these balls right now from the 10 or get an angle on the 12 similar to the one he had before.
I mean, the 9 goes down in the bottom right corner if he gets the right angle.
A little
on any
bump
of these.
here on the 5, and
Really
that is perfect.
Break it out perfectly. Great shots. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Tim Clark says Lucky Taylor's not commentating. He would be hitting his sound a bit. Well, let's hope we don't have to hit it for this rack.
He's got his
8
choice
ball
here.
goes- Yeah, 8 off the 4 on the side, I think.
Oh,
right?
really? It goes straight between the 5 and the 4 in the long pocket. So if he ends up
Oh,
straight
does
on
it?
that shot, yeah.
Okay.
And he could even draw and get it on. He was trying to get the 8 in the same pocket as the 12. He's now forced to bank it.
Well, is the bank shot the ball that's going to get his
Well,
engine started?
He's
Let's
got to
see
make
what's
sure
going
he
on.
uses enough outside spin, otherwise this ball has a tendency to go short. He hit it perfect.
Just enough. Makes it happen. Gets his first game. Maybe that'll get him rolling. We can all only hope, as we'd like to see this match pick up the pace.
There we go.
Oh, we're going to watch it one more time because I kind of cut her off there, but back again.
Dash is on the board. And breaking.
Oh, we didn't try and watch it again, but
We're gonna anyway.
unfortunately it's slowed enough that here we are. All right, well, Justin breaks. We're going to learn a little bit about him. He's a 6'28". He's 44 years old from Eau Claire.
Chocolate Eau Claire.
Yeah, right. Plays with the P-Shower Custom Q and Crown Jewel 12.75. We talked about LaPro playing 28 years, so way longer than Robbie. Favorite game, again, is 9-ball. And a friend of mine from years ago is his favorite player, Rob Matson out of Minnesota. Haven't seen him in years, but would love to see him again. I'll have to travel to one of those tournaments he plays in one of these
Breaking
times.
right down the middle of the table. Opens them up, makes a ball.
Let's take a look at the overhead from JP Shower Custom Qs. Speaking of Qs, the P Shower Cam. Well, again, I mean, these guys are breaking great. Nothing's really tied up. We should be seeing a lot of breaking runs, but unfortunately to this point, we haven't had many.
So if you were to pick, you'd kind of like solids a little bit better, but stripes isn't that bad, and you may not have a good shot on a solid.
Not even sure what he's playing here. 10 in the side. No, 11 in the corner. Good shot. Good enough kick there that he's going to end up on the 15 ball. Otherwise, he'd be in a lot more trouble. But he
Yeah, he's going to.
just enough.
Cue ball's going to be a little bit out of control here. He's got to find a way to get fairly soon onto that 14.
Now, is he feeling good about his bank? He's looking at that 14 ball. Looks like he's going across side or playing safe here, maybe. There it is. That's a good shot.
What a shot.
Well, that'll good. That'll calm him down a little bit. Start playing smart instead of just playing.
Well, he couldn't have executed that any better, freezing up on the backside of the 15. Doesn't really give Robbie much option.
No one rail kick. He's definitely going to go off 2 or more.
He
I
could
see.
go off one rail, I think, if he... Oh, yeah, but he's going off 2, yeah. A lot of spin required.
Yeah.
He's got a good hit.
Not going to help him much, though. He's going to leave Dash quite a few options here. He's got the 9, the 10, or the 15. If he well, the 15's maybe not there.
Yeah,
14
now
though.
after that safety, that 14 now is no longer blocking the 12, so the order is not as critical anymore. It's a good shot.
Just got to get some confidence going. It's just like any other time, you know, forget about the camera a little bit and get himself into the match. I think, you know, right now I'd just be rolling up, but he's going to slide down.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to be careful if you nudge these balls that you don't make them worse. Still, you consider this open.
Draw back out of this just a little bit to try and get outside the 1, but I would still create a little bit more distance between me and the 14. Almost kind of coming over for the 9 at the same time.
Yeah, the 9 will be your safety net if you don't get the speed quite right, but you'd love to end up nice on the 14.
Yeah, I would agree.
Of course, that will leave the 9 ball for the last ball to get on the 8, and that's...
Still safer, though, than trying to get the shape on the 14 off the 9, I think. He went forward with it.
Yeah, to bump the 1. He'd like to... If he'd bumped that 1 more solid, that would have turned out really good. Still okay, isn't he? He's got a shot on the 9. If you can just roll this in, make sure he makes this ball.
Thank goodness we have the most professional pool table levelers around, so he can have faith that he can
just slow roll this ball.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's the camera that's crooked, not the table.
Well, we were talking about that too. Curved. Straight lines are a little bit curved.
Oh, no.
Yeah, can't blame that on the table. At that speed.
He looked like he rushed that just a little bit. He tried to pop it.
So Dash is saying, look, 1 game's enough. It's all I need.
What do you mean? Let's see. Alex's break controversy. Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I definitely want to know more about that Alex Pagulain's break. I'm going to go watch that match tonight. Then I want to finish watching my Chris Melling match.
I don't know. I'd want to get that 3 out of there. I definitely don't like leaving that for last.
No, and if he does, though, if he just gently rolls the 5 ball in, he's kind of got a weird angle on the 3 where he has to hit the 8, so I don't really like that.
That's what he's
and that's what he's looking at from right there.
He might be able to get far enough that he can push past the 8 without
right, just a little nudge on the 8 and follow forward and be okay on the 6.
Or none. Yeah, he's got plenty of room.
Yeah, if he can manage not to hit the 8 and just follow up and 1 rail and back. Straighter on the 6 is better here. You don't want to have too much angle.
Yeah, he hit that good. Got off the 8 ball, so you didn't even worry about bumping it.
He's perfect. And here you don't want to get straight on that 4 ball.
Or on the rail, so he's got to kind of give this a little bit of a pop to...
Yeah, just like that. Stunned out.
Good stroke. And just draw this back either 1 or 2 rails and come right about to there. I like coming to the second rail.
Yeah, 2 rails right where he...
Maybe I don't have enough angle here, though. I can't quite tell.
Well, yeah, he didn't have enough. He didn't have the right angle for that, but he played it anyway.
Yeah.
Should have conceded that he just had to drift 1 rail.
Fred, I agree. Diamonds definitely play different. You gotta, there's just different, even the rolling. You know, your roll ball's a lot more on a diamond table than you do on a valley. They call them valleys for a reason.
Because the slate's dipping in the middle. Big old valley. Well, he tried to thin cut that in and wasn't really very close to that.
I don't know. If I wasn't feeling real confident here, I would definitely think about just nicking, I'll use your word, off the edge of the 9 here.
Yeah, the problem with the safety when you're playing against Robbie is you're giving him a chance there to kick it in. You know, he already had a couple of moments earlier in the match where he had safeties where Robbie jumped the ball in when you thought you had an advantage. So I prefer probably if you can play a bank on this 9 and give it a chance to go in and still play safe. Right? You might as well bank the 9-ball cross corner.
You know, I usually like to read a lot of the stuff on. If that made any sense to me, I'd read that out loud, but I have no idea what they're talking about. So back to pool.
Oh, he's making a joke about the name of Rudolph's buddies, Dash. Right? Isn't that one of the reindeer?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's a great shot there.
Great shot.
Yeah.
And he left him
That was-
tough, even if he would have missed that ball. So good shot.
Element of safety there.
Although I think Robbie, because that 8 ball's off the rail, probably could have spun that in rail first from there.
He's got a slight sophisticated shot that he needs here. He has to punch this in with stun and just a little bit of run through. He doesn't want to just follow because I think he'll end up on top of the 8. And it's easy not to go far enough. Really got to punch this ball. And he's given himself a problem.
Yeah, he's starting to get a little frustrated.
Yeah, that was not a natural shot. But let's see if he can save it with a nice little kick shot. He's definitely got a chance to make this ball.
No, we can't quite. Yeah, we can just see it.
And there it is. Hit it perfect.
Great shot.
Takes his second game. 2-6. Doesn't sound that lopsided in a race to 15.
Well, much better. I mean, you got to feel a little bit better. Maybe he's going to get his feet here a little bit and straight. I mean, the nice thing about winter break, man, if he can hit a groove and actually find his groove,
Yep.
Then all of a sudden it's a different game, you know.
And his last break, he went straight down the middle and did make a ball.
What are you guys talking? Dancer is not a reindeer,
Isn't it?
Prancer.
Dancer and Prancer. I don't know.
I don't think.
Read the comment out. What does it say?
No, it's not worth it.
Okay. There it is. That's one of the problems with hitting straight down the middle is if you don't hit it solid, you bring those side pockets into play. And that would be considered an unforced error, I think, scratching on the brake. Is that right?
Yeah.
I guess it depends if it
I'd
gets
say so.
kicked in unlucky or whether it just goes straight in, and it did go straight in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Robbie right away saying, look, I'm going to take strikes, and I'm going to break this 13 ball out.
Well, so here's
Little kiss shot off the edge of the 13.
it's a good shot. Here's a few numbers for you.
So the only thing we have
is the
not been
biggest one.
keeping track of there is the safeties played.
Yeah.
Because I know they've played safeties, but we have been keeping track of everything else. And, of course, that last break from Dash does not count as a dry break. He did make a ball. In addition to the cue ball. He's got a nice angle there to get to play the 11 ball here.
Perfect. Yeah. 15's still not a gimme. Got to be on the right side of it.
Yeah, and unless you can find a way to get straight in the corner so you can follow up, but it's a tall order. Especially as he's so straight on this 13.
Honestly, I think it would be hard for me not to try and draw straight back to get up on the 12 right here.
Yeah, he could actually just roll the 15 in the side and allow that little nudge on the 3 ball and a little bit of follow to let the cue ball go down.
You think he's got that looking from the side?
I think so. I mean,
I don't
he's going to play your shot.
Well, he didn't get there unless he was playing the 10. That's even better, though.
He's
10 now up to the 15.
10 in the corner, yeah.
Right, and then the 15 up.
So I don't know. I mean, I still feel that shot, if he can play a stop shot on the 10 ball here. He's got a shot on the 15 where he can nudge past the 3 and go down table. Up table, as I guess is the way it is on your TV screens there. Yeah, and he's looking at that. Do I want to try and get straight on the 15 into the corner? Which tells you he doesn't like that shot. Maybe he doesn't have the 15 in the side. So he's following forward, trying to get straight on the 15. But this is a very angle-specific shot. Speed control had to be perfect there, and he's overrun it.
So now you got to hit this with a lot of low left.
Low left.
Drive it over to the side rail, and then it'll spin up table around the 5.
Wow.
It's like a stun shot to the side rail.
Super hard you'd have to hit that shot.
Oh, yeah. Got to drill it. You got to trust you miss the 3, too.
Also, you can play these shots with a little bit of bounce and hit the 15 into the corner. Jump over the 3 ball. Oh, okay. So he's saying, look, maybe we just cut the 12 ball in from up here, and that's probably his simpler shot, simpler position here. He's just going to leave himself a thin snick on the 12. Well, he's played that well. And he's going to let the cue ball, cut it in and let the cue ball bump into the 2 and get a little bit lucky.
Oh, yeah. Marco said Justin did play a safety. I think that was the only safety he played, though, honestly.
Yeah, he played a really nice safety. We've kind of... I'm sure it's not the only safety, though. Well, if that ball had fallen, he'd have been in tough times on the 8, but...
Yeah, I think... honestly, Justin would have probably preferred it, considering where he's left.
Yeah, because he doesn't really have any
great.
easy ball to make, and if he doesn't, how do you stop Robbie getting out? So he's got a bank shot on the 5.
I mean, I guess you could... Yeah, you're leaving him a shot at that point, though. Trying to figure out how to make his 12 and leave him tough, maybe.
Right, I was looking for that, and that's tough, too. I mean, there's a bank...
Cut the 5 into the 12 and come down here by the 7-2 or 7-4.
Right. Yeah, there's a safety on the 8 ball, isn't there? If you can get down into the bottom left-hand corner as you look at it off on the screen.
Cut the 2 here.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Really was. Stay out of the pocket. Look at how level that table is.
That was a really good shot. He's given himself a chance to get out here. Oh, dear. And that's another one that he's just sort of hit straight.
Well, Robbie will take it.
He's such a nice little thin shot on that previous shot. But these shots that are just off straight.
I'll tell you, this is the one thing about these deep pockets on these diamonds. They come out of there funny sometimes. You don't hit them just right, so Robbie's not taking any chances. He's going to draw straight out of it. And it's going to end up perfect.
Flirting with the 3 ball, but he's okay. Well,
down.
Another rack bites the dust. And if Dash had taken that, 3-6 wouldn't have looked that bad. 2-7 seems a lot more lopsided.
Well, we're getting glimmers.
Every other shot plays really good.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is brutal. Different style table. Stream. So we got John in house from Diamond Pool Tables. He's here to set up WSPA.
All right.
What's John's last name again?
I can tell you.
Yeah, I do. But he's the same guy that brought in all our brand new tables and set them up for us when we replaced them
Yep.
a few
And
months ago.
He spent half an hour to 40 minutes leveling every single table with the leveling system that comes inside Diamonds.
Well, and the other celebrity we have in house is Lat Martin. We haven't seen Lat Martin in here, but he's been in the chat quite a bit. Lat's a great old player from Wisconsin.
Yeah, and I recognize his name. I've heard you talk about him.
Yeah, Lat and I used to
I realized I'd never met him before when I saw him.
butt heads all the time.
John Dawson. Good English last name, that.
Yeah,
Dawson.
Yep.
Is the expert diamond pool table installer.
Runs all over the
He's
planet.
got his big semi parked out back.
3 trailers out there full of diamond tables.
3 trailers for all the tables that are at some point within the next couple of days get set up over at the convention center in Appleton for the WSPA pool tournament.
Biggest state tournament we
And
have.
he's here by himself. He's going to set all that up by himself.
No, he's got helpers.
He does,
and-
okay.
Yeah. But you can just really see that he plays on valleys a lot because every time he hits, he's hitting that side rail. And that's the no-no on diamonds. You know, and that one he got to go, but that's how you're going to jaw a lot of balls. Avoid that side rail for everything on diamonds. Go forward here, play the 9 in the side next, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think so. You're going to have a nice angle that you can just roll it in and get on the 14.
Well, 9 in the side, even if you're short, you can play up for the 15 and then the 14 too. You know what I mean? You could play the 15 before the 14 if you wanted to. Although I
Yeah, if
agree
you have
it
more
would be
angle on it,
nice
yeah.
to get on that 14 next. Looks good there.
Yeah, it looks he's just short of straight on the 9 in the side.
I just don't like how little of a window you got there.
See, I was thinking following to the other side of the 8.
Okay.
But
Coming
he's
off the
he's
rail and
not. Yeah,
back
he's
out.
shown you that he wants to just play a little stop shot here. Maybe a fraction of draw
Yeah, you got to be careful. You don't know this cloth.
to get yourself. If you draw too much,
I think he's good yet.
I don't know. I'm watching his body language to see. Yeah, no, he's walking around like he's eyeing the 15 ball for his second shot. So that tells us he is on the 14. Actually, perfect, really, from there then.
He's putting this one together. Just got to stay down and finish out here now.
Yeah, he's picked this off well.
Bit of an angle here on the 15, but should handle it with no problem.
Was that a dry break from Robbie that led to this?
I believe it was, actually.
Yeah, it must have been. Careful
That's the
now.
one. Yeah.
He's okay.
Absolutely.
A packed arena here at the Mad Apple.
Packed.
JK, LOL.
It's actually fairly
they-
slow for the tournament tonight, too. I'm surprised.
Well, they're using every table out there. A different camera view, you'll see how many people are in here, but
Yeah, that's true.
they're all too busy playing pool to watch this match live and in person. There's a few people on the bleachers over there.
Look at how bright that arena light is.
Blinding.
Well, thanks, everybody. We do appreciate you joining us, chit-chatting about this match, and we're happy to have you. Thanks for all the likes and shares. You guys do an amazing job. So we had the commentator and the postman the last 2 weeks.
And what a great job they did.
Always do. We call them the A-team. I don't know which one is B.A. Baracus, but
I just love it when a plan comes together. So dry break from Dash there. Bit of a cluster in the middle of the table there.
Yeah, that 9-2 is kind of the iffy ones.
Yeah, solids look pretty awkward here.
Is that what he took?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not too bad. If you take the 3 out right here, you're on a good angle there. You just got to get into that 2-8 kind of with...
So an angle on the 4 or the 5 ball here.
Or the 1. Uh-oh. That is not the angle he wants for any of it, to be honest with you.
You can still chip this
Nice.
5 ball in and still end up going into the 2.
Yeah, probably catching the edge.
I don't think he has a lot of choice here. I think he's got to go for that.
I'm telling you, he's scratching on this ball. It's going to go off like 14 different balls, and it's going to scratch. I see it.
Yeah, give him a good old little tap here. Just make sure you get the 5 ball into the pocket. And trust a little bit to luck. The 5 ball hangs. Dash drops his cue.
He's excited. Get to the table.
And there's nothing simple for Dash here either.
No, it's all based around that 10 ball, I think. I think everything else is fairly cut and dry once you get started, but I'd say that that 10 ball is going to be the determining shot.
Yeah, and there's a potential 9-12 combination in the side pocket. And depending on what angle he ends up on, there are break shots.
Do you know what's amazing? Actually, these new lights, you can actually tell between the 2 and the 4 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
Pretty distinct.
they are different. We're not using the TV balls, I notice.
No, I think these are better. What's he got to do here? I like actually getting on that combination to break out the 10.
Yeah, because you end up sending the 9 ball. Well, I mean, the 9 ball, you don't want to send that into trouble either, but I feel you'll potentially have a shot on the 9 in the side after the combination. Or a shot on the 11 where you can get in and either probably bump the 10 and see if you can just get that out of that area.
15 here just to get the 7 out of the middle of the room here.
Yeah, I don't see that would hurt.
I think you shoot the 15, bump the 7, and then you got that nice combination to go up and break the... I don't know.
If you really want to roll the dice, you hit this shot hard.
Yeah, he's shooting the 13.
And he's on that combination now.
Wrong way, though. I would like to have the other angle, I think.
Still think the 11 ball there has a chance to become a break shot, to nudge the 10. It's not going to do you any good to nudge the 1 because the pocket's still blocked by the 5.
I know speak Tarzan.
Did someone write that?
No, I said, what streaming camera?
I'm sorry, you are just not making any sense right now.
That's the question I got. What streaming camera? I don't know if he's asking what cameras we use.
All right, here it is. This is his break shot. Nice. Pretty straight on it, isn't he? The 9 ball. So he could use the 15 in the side to get on the 9 in the other side.
That's right. Right there. Just stop shot. Roll forward as far as you can without hooking yourself behind the 7. That's the angle I've been trying to talk him into shooting, even though he can't hear me this whole time.
Yeah, and I might have been tempted earlier to play shots with a little bit more speed where you just rearrange everything a little bit.
I don't like shooting this 11 here at all, but let's see
It
what
doesn't
he
look
does.
like he's got much angle, does he? If he had a better angle on this, he could go into it.
Well, that's not the plan.
Oh, he's just setting for a bank shot on the 10. Does it go past the 4 into the corner?
Oh. Good ones. I don't know, honestly. I'd have to go up there. We ordered them so long ago.
Or does he just roll the 9-ball into the corner and give himself an... See, he's not looking to get a break shot type angle on this 15. What he just showed you there is he's playing a sort of a stop shot on this 9. I would let the cue ball roll, give myself a break angle on this 15 in the side. He's kind of on the opposite angle of that, so I don't know what the plan here is, because that's pretty much exactly what he just lined up. Just to leave the cue ball there. Does the bank shot on the 10 go into the corner?
I mean,
Otherwise, it's a Hail Mary cut shot on the 15 and let the cue ball up and back down table.
well, I mean, you would have to hit this with ton of left
And draw.
to the end. No, I'm saying go down to this end rail. Yeah, a little bit. Well, ton of left because you want to go forward around the 8. I'm saying 15 on the side, down to the end rail, down to the right rail, around the 8
wow.
and over. But I don't know if that's... You know.
That kind of looks like what he's lining up for. Looks like he's got
It
left
is.
English. He's played your shot. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you just diagrammed. And if this comes out, what
Look
a
at
brilliant
that
shot.
huh?
What an amazing shot
I mean,
to keep this run going.
if he saw that shot, though, how did he not see that break shot on the 9 coming out of there? That's all I'm saying.
He may have been thinking about something like that the whole time, but that's exactly what you just diagrammed. You were describing it and also pointing to the screen, so nobody got to see where you were pointing. But see, I was thinking of putting the other spin and drawing and just going one rail into him.
Well, this should be easy now, right? Just a little stop shot here, pull it to the side rail and back out a little.
Well, there is no gimmies.
Well, after that last shot, you better make that one. Come on now. And he didn't. The worst part is he was hooked on the 8, I think.
Yeah.
If he would have made that, he was in trouble.
Luckily, Robbie is 10 foot tall and he was able to reach that shot.
Yeah. No extension needed. No, I think he does have an extension, doesn't he? Robbie's a pretty tall guy. Is he like 6'5"? Well, Lad Martin said he was here. I was telling you he was here. He just sent a message in the stream. He said the food is great here, Kendall. We don't just say that. We mean it. Mozzarella logs. Mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella sticks.
He said mozzarella sticks. Nothing for me, thanks. Jeez. Nothing.
I should have just screamed it. Everybody heard me anyways. So.
Yeah, everybody knows you were whispering it.
Yeah.
Except for the girl
Wasn't too
through the
discreet,
glass who
right.
couldn't hear you.
Good thing she's not deaf. She'd never be able to read lips.
And I've quit drinking, so no tequila for me tonight.
Oh, I heard, yeah. No tequila.
I know, how boring.
What are you talking about? Seltzer water is great. Tickles the nose. All right, break shot by Robbie.
7 ball goes in.
His cue ball always kind of ends up on that end, though.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. He's a perfectionist, isn't he, though? But he definitely
I think
gets
we all are,
he
right?
gets his momentum going here. And Robbie's tough to stop. How many weeks has he been the champion?
He wants to be the first one to get a gold coin, so he's shooting for 10. Somebody's got to come and stop him.
Well, he's got to shoot better than that if he wants that, doesn't he? Can't be missing that first ball.
Well, I mean, if that's the way you play to get it, you even want it. Just kidding, Robbie. Let's see.
Sorry.
Brian Smith says, was Mason at the World Cup? I thought I saw his name. He absolutely was. He actually won one of his matches.
Yeah, it's not the World Cup. It's the World Championships.
Oh, is there? Yeah, the World Cup.
The World Cup is a two-person team event.
Oh, okay. Yeah, World Championships by Matchroom. One of 128 players invited. Over the last 2 years, he got invited. So
Justin's played a nice first shot there, and he's given himself a chance to pick these balls off now. He's got one ball up table, the 10 ball. He's got potentially, the last shot is the 8 ball in the side. And taking this 11 ball out of there. He's just got to choose when he's going to shoot this 10 ball. He doesn't want to leave the 10 till last. If he could get on the 10 ball right now, if it was me, I'd be hoping to get on the 10 ball right away and just be done with it.
yeah, get it out of
There you go, a little bump. He was trying to draw it in between the 1 and the 2 there. Hit the space, he'd have been on the 10. So now he needs a recovery, because that has gone wrong.
Well, he's not going to get it off that 10 ball. I think he's actually got to go to the 14 off the rail here.
Yeah, it's just, it looks like a rail first.
Might have the 9 ball cut, but I don't know that I would risk that shot.
Yeah, cue ball flying there.
I'd rather keep the cue ball under control, just play this nice and easy for this 14.
And it does have to be hit very soft, doesn't it? It's very difficult to judge the speed on these rail first shots because you never know exactly how thick you're hitting the 14.
Yeah.
And there is a chance that this goes wrong and he ends up sort of freezing underneath the 9 ball.
Just don't want to hit this too hard. Oh. That pretty hard.
Yeah. So that's another nice little position that's sort of gone awry.
Well, Robbie's set up here because he's got a few choices, but
Yeah,
principally this 4 ball just straight in.
And he's just going to be planning how to get on the 1 ball. He's got the 2 ball up there, so he could roll forward right now for the 2 in the side. Or freeze on the backside of the 8 if he prefers. And it looks like that 1 ball, when he gets a chance, does go all the way into the long pocket, past the 3 and the 13. If he can find a way to get on it.
2 ball's in a pretty good spot. I mean, you've got a few choices to come around that 1 ball off of that. And the 3 is a good option, too. You could actually roll up off the 3 and get the 1 in the corner pocket past the 14 also. But he's got a great angle here to do what you said. Cut the 2 in the side, play the 1 up past the 3,
And
13.
just get on the 1 ball right now with using the 2. It's a little bit more angle than you'd like for that.
Yeah.
May
still
end up.
doable, though. I think. Maybe
He's actually going to shoot the 6 and give himself a shot on the 3 ball. Which, if you get nice angle on the 3, you can get up. Thank you.
No worries.
And there he has it, a nice little angle on the 3. And he's pointed out where he's going next. He wants to get straight on the 1.
Past the 14, like I was saying.
Past the 14, yep.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was talking about. Is I don't usually mind that shot across there.
It's another shot that you have to get the speed just right. He's got a tiny little window that he's rolling into. And he's just wondering whether, if he doesn't like this shot, whether to use the 2-ball next after the 3. But he doesn't like it. Yeah, so now he's eyeballing the 2-ball into that same corner pocket. He's thinking, if I get this angle on the 2-ball in the side.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't mind doing what you said. Play the 3 here to the 2 and then play the 1 up in the corner, but...
Yeah, just a little bit harder here to beat on the 1. He got exactly what he lined up there, so let's find out what he's got in mind here. This is a sort of a draw shot. The only problem is the 14 ball kind of stops you playing a nice little loopy draw shot to get on the 1 the long way. The 1 ball goes past the 13.
I think Dash has got an opportunity here to get back at the table. I think Robbie's not in a great spot.
Well, Robbie hasn't turned the table over yet, so we'll see what he can do here. And he's pulled off a couple of great shots already in this match, where we thought he was in trouble. He's played some good recoveries. If he gets on the 1 ball here, it'll be a really good shot. Yeah, he's done well there. He's ended up with a shot in the other corner. Lightly brushed the 14 as he went through. But he did enough to get behind this one. Tester of a shot, this. I expect Robbie to make it. It's not a gimme. Looks like he's hitting the ball high, which makes this shot easier, and he's following forward for the 8 in the side. And another good recovery.
Perfectly hit shot.
And so Dash did not get a chance. Robbie doesn't give you many chances. Even when he runs out of position, it looks like he's in trouble. He's got a lot of good shots in his armory. And that shot there, I mean, he likes his draw shots, doesn't he, Robbie? And he played a very sweet, soft draw shot. (9-3). Dash needs to come back here. Let's see if Robbie gives him a chance. Yeah, hasn't been making a lot of balls on the break. And he's coming straight in. There you go. The 10 ball, I think, was the corner ball. Went 4 rails. I don't know if you can do a replay on the break there. Often, if it's the last ball rolling into the bottom corner. There you go. 10 ball, 4 rails. Doesn't touch another ball.
Clean, huh?
Yep. And that's the way it is when you hit head straight into a rack of 8 ball. Is there aren't really any shots, any of those natural combinations or lines that are actually aimed at pockets, except for those 2 corner balls on that 4 railer. And that's why we're getting so many dry breaks here. And the only chance for a ball to go into a pocket is after it hits a rail, comes back, gets another collision somewhere. And then if it's the last ball rolling, it was probably the 4 railer.
I think I'm apt to shoot solids here.
Yeah, I don't really like either of them, but I suppose you're saying that because the 7 gets you on the 6.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that whole grouping up there.
And that 4 ball is a little awkward.
And I like having more balls to shoot at when there's trouble on the table. He's looking to break that out. I think he ended up okay on this 4-ball. Possibly.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, not quite, huh? Regardless, he's got the 3 in the side. But if he's got the 4, he's actually sitting pretty great right now.
Yeah. He's looking at it. He might have to play a little... Oh, he's called a safety. Not been many safeties in this match.
I would have to call that a safety attempt and an unforced error.
Well, I guess if it didn't go safe.
Well, and he left him straight in and out. No, Justin's got to get this going here. He's got to string a few racks. He's had his opportunities for sure.
Yeah, and at the moment, Robbie's been winning 3 times as many matches, so we're on pace for a 5-15 match. But Dash has come a long way today to come to this match. And he would like to just show people that he can shoot. He's got all his friends watching back home in Eau Claire. And I bet they know that he plays.
I was going to say all of them already knows he can shoot.
Well, he's a 6'28", so he must be able to shoot. But like you say, it is tough. Drive all this distance on the stream, people watching. It's a different kind of table to what you're used to playing on. But this far into the match, he may be getting a little bit more used to the circumstances.
So if you guys are sitting there and you're within driving distance and you feel like giving it a chance, you guys can sign up and play the King of the Hill. If you're interested, you get a hold of Patrick Glynn there on Facebook. Get you out the entry form.
Well, he got an unfortunate little kiss on that ball, which kind of messed up his position here. He's still got a shot on the 11 ball. And the 13 does go past the 6, so if he can find a way to get on it.
Tim Mosey says must be the jet lag from Eau Claire. Eau Claire?
Yeah, it was a long drive. What time did Dash get here today?
It was pretty early, actually.
I saw him practicing earlier.
Yeah, they were here 2 o'clock, I think. If you guys don't know, if you do decide to play the King of the Hill, you get a free room right next door to the attached hotel, which is the Clarion Inn, also one of our sponsors here tonight. Dash leaving that ball rattle in traditional Valley style.
Diamond style, that miss, right?
Well, kind of, but used to shooting on a Valley.
Yeah.
Hits that ball to the outside rail, it's going to rattle like that every time. It's different. You got to overcut every single ball when you're playing on, in their mind anyways. You got to overcut every single ball to make it on these tables, especially if you have any speed on it at all. It's the first year actually that WSPA is being played on diamond pool tables. So
That's right, yeah.
prior to that, it was always on valleys. So this is the first year that they brought in the diamond tables. I'm really interested to see how that goes. Robbie looking to get to the double digits here, so try and finish this out to get to 10, 2/3 of the way there if he does.
And I was going to say I don't really like leaving the 7 ball till last, but I guess 8 ball goes in the side. In which case it is okay to leave the 7 till last,
Which
although
he did
from
not.
there, I think he's going to have to shoot the 7 next.
I think that was the plan.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't think he liked leaving that 7 last either. I think made more sense to do what he did here.
And Robbie, of course, won the 10-ball division at WSPA last year.
All right.
And he plays with a lot of sort of momentum, doesn't he, Robbie? Once he gets going, and he gets going right away often, as he did today, he doesn't stop and think take too much time over it. He knows what he wants to shoot, and he goes at it. He's got a lot of intensity. But he's driving right down the middle of the table again.
And if you see a strike, it's just very quick. It's, it's a pop, and it's kind of the same principle that I like for breaking. It's a really, really quick strike, and then
A very
no
long
follow
bridge.
through.
Look how long his bridge is.
I mean, and he's barely following through on that ball. Just kind of leaves the power out there.
Solids and stripes both look good. I don't know if the 12 and the 11 is awkward for stripes. Doesn't really look like a good combination, although
I think the 11 just goes straight
you
away.
can shoot the 11 if you get up there. He's kind of froze right on the 8 ball there. He's got a choice of either the 9 in the side or the 1 ball in the corner.
Oh, Steve Prophet says actually 2009 was played on diamond tables when they were at the Olympia. The Olympia is now leveled and there's apartments in its place, I think.
Where is the Olympia?
You've been there, Olympia Village.
In which town?
It was kind of, where was it? I've been there a million times and I don't honestly remember what city it was in. It's Milwaukee area, I know.
So it looks like he was playing to get on the 11 there.
Yeah, he's good here, I think. I think there's a lot more room there than you might think.
He's found a tiny little window there. Oh, he clipped the 12 ball and it still went in. Can't imagine that was...
Well, that had to be the plan.
Really?
Well, that wasn't. He surely did not end up in a good position out of there.
I suspect that clip on the 12 was not anticipated.
Robbie's going to go ahead and play safety.
Yeah, he's done well there. His stripes are all nicely developed.
Here,
He may have left a shot.
I do think that he was.
I can't see why you wouldn't just shoot it directly. I can't see that 12 ball would help you make that ball.
What's he looking at here? 3 ball possibly.
Oh, he's got the 6 in the side.
Oh, does he?
He does have the 3 ball in the corner too.
I think I like that 3 better. I don't. Oh, just barely catching the edge of that point. Robbie getting a little advertising in for himself there. That's his gutter company if you guys need roofing or gutters.
Well, that didn't work out. I don't believe the 10 goes in the side pocket past the 2. He was hoping to get a shot on the 12.
Short cue coming.
Oh, he's shooting right at this 10 ball. He does have a pocket. Oh, yeah, no problem. And he's gone back to the same spot.
Yeah, doesn't want to be there again.
Oh, he's
no,
okay. He's okay. Right, it's looking good now.
Little stop shot for the 13 in the side, or the 8 ball in the side pocket, off the 13. Oconomowoc, yeah. Thanks, Jeff. And Prophet and Mike. He told me. Puts it down to double ones, 11-3 right now.
2 thin ladies, 11. Better than 88, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Much. Better than 88. So the last time John was here delivering pool tables, he was complaining because it was snowing. He'd probably take that warm weather with snow back compared to right now, which is, what, -20
Yeah.
or some.
It's pretty cold the last few days.
Robbie to break.
And you don't call that an error because he got kicked in.
Yeah,
You call that one unlucky.
I want to watch that one again. Just when you watch this from the overhead cam. Watch the shatter of these balls. How fast they're just flying.
And he actually hit that pretty close to square. The cue ball was bouncing back with speed, but it was going to come to the head rail. Ball in hand for Mr. Dascher.
I think I spent a year in Oconomowoc one weekend.
That's good. Who said that?
Jeff Cole. Funny.
So although solids look nicer than stripes, just because of that 14 and 9 ball, it's got to negotiate these nicely. The 6 ball has to get gone in order to let the 1 and the 2 have a pocket. So yeah, you got to get on the 6 ball, which is tough because the windows are small. There's a 1-6 combination possibly.
No,
So
you got perfect if
there wasn't the ball in the way.
Yeah, I thought that. No, yeah, he's not perfect at all here.
This is as
I
unperfect.
thought he was going to just kind of brush off the side of that 11, come out just right, but not the case.
Yeah, because he did have to get close to that, didn't he, if he was going to chip the 6 ball in.
Kind of. I didn't mind the idea of bumping into it. Should I know this guy that just walked around in those bright pants?
The world's most amazing trousers.
But then, I mean, the purple shirt and the blue and purple hat is a statement.
And the pink face and the orange hair.
Look at this shot. That was just terrific.
Oh, my goodness.
I should have called that out because, honestly, that was the only
Yeah.
shot I saw.
And he called that shot. He's
And
still at the table.
Yeah, perfect.
Brilliant shot that was on the 6.
Oh, he hit the 13.
You're kidding me, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Let me see that.
We're going to watch that one more time.
Well,
He
neither
hasn't quite
of the
shied.
players know
Watch
that.
the 13 really close. Ready? Oh, no, you didn't. That was my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. Never
'Cause
mind. Brilliant shot.
He's got-
Perfect.
And he's still on the 5 ball. The 2 ball is a little bit awkward now. But if he gets nicely on the 1 ball, he can get into it. Doesn't.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, if he's on the 2, that's
Yeah,
even
I
better.
think he's got it.
Now, this would be a stupendous out. Just what he needs if he can do this, if he can finish this.
Well, I don't know.
Is
that
he on the 2
actually-
ball?
Yeah, I don't think
If
he
he's
quite
not,
has it.
it's tough. Yeah, he is shooting the 2.
Is he thinking it's a valley, or is he actually own this shot? Because this shot, you can't. I mean, you can't catch the rail at all on this.
Little bit.
Yeah.
There you go. Hit that great.
Great shot. Really well hit and ended up perfect on the 1. Forward with this. High
He's
right.
got yeah, it's tough to know, really. He's got kind of an angle on this one. It's not really very straight.
I think it's just high right. Straightens
Can
it
you
up.
follow to the rail without hitting the 14?
I think you just got to not overhit this ball.
And then give it enough so you don't get hooked by that other stripe that's down table. There we go. Perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
One more good shot here.
Take a look at this sweet little shot to get
She's
there.
Collecting your empties there.
Nice shot, getting perfect on that 8.
Too late.
So what'd you do with the last 2 Fridays off? You got a break too, just because I was out of here.
What was I doing? I don't know. I had kidney stone and gout to deal with in the last couple of weeks. So I'm not sure exactly how the timing there, but
I'm gonna watch this one from the top.
so he's changed his break. He's coming from the side now.
Third ball or second? Second ball. He actually did catch just a little part of the head ball there, I think. Unless I'm crazy like when he hit that 13 in my mind. He just caught
Yeah.
the 9, huh?
Yep. Which you generally try not to do, but it can work out that okay for you sometimes when you do that. Got a nice little layout here for stripes. You could use a nice little break and run.
Well, already just a touch out of line. Now he's going to have to play up for that 9 next. Bump the 15. Caught it thinner than I thought.
Yeah, a little brush on the 15, and he's okay.
Go to the 11 here.
Still going. I think so, just because that shot on the 9. I don't know. I mean, you could shoot the 9 and get on the 14.
There we go.
If he can shoot, if he can roll the 11 in, and not hook himself behind the 8.
Yeah, you just got to come
15.
straight back over.
It's kind of got a lot of angle on this shot. Oh, so he's
made one.
Crossing across. Okay, that's absolutely fine. That's good.
Yeah, so now 9 to the 14, back to the 15 to the 8. 14 to the 15 is a little rough.
Yeah, which is why you think about trying to take the 15 out here, but that route's not easy either, especially with the 7 ball on the rail there. Which puts you back to what you said, which is the 9 and then the 14.
Capone's in Spring Hill, Florida, checking in. Good to see you.
The only way for this
Billy
to be sort of simple is if his angle that he gets on the 14 is just past. He wants to just go past straight.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, past straight is definitely better than short.
See if you can
crossed
pull
that
over
line.
and just hit the edge of the 1 between that 5 and the 1. You know what I mean? Run
Yeah.
into those two.
Yeah, you really got to negotiate this well. If you end up trying that, Kendo, and hitting the 5-2 full,
Yeah, but if you go
you're in
forward
trouble.
here, that 8 ball is going to get you in trouble no matter what. So I
I
think
think you hit it super soft and just drift into that space and don't hit anything.
that's crazy if he just hit that perfect.
Oh, I think
think
he's
he's
just
short,
short
yeah.
of it. I'm not reading anything from his body language, but it sure looks from the overhead view that he didn't quite get there. I liked his shot choice there. I thought that was kind of right, just to roll forward gently and not try and kiss any of those balls. He's sitting on the table here, so that tells us he's going to bend this ball a little bit.
A little messy.
Just a little bit of bend.
And he got it to hook, just a little stiffer than he probably needed to hit it. Didn't give it enough time to roll over. So Robbie with his chance at the table to go to 12. Trouble already. Might have the 4, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's got the 4. It's not the end of the world if he doesn't, because he's got plenty of safety options. But getting out is really what his plan is. And he's probably going to do that.
Couple of choices here, but I think the 3 is the right one.
Yeah, to get on the 5 or the 1, to get those
Or
balls
the,
out of the
or
middle.
the 2. Just any angle
Yeah, well, I
different
mean-
than what he's got right at the moment.
Yeah.
'Cause
And these
that'll-
shots, these balls kind of, some of them get in the way of the others. So being on the 5 there and a little bump on the 1, and all of a sudden, he's wide open.
bunch
with-
of balls
with no
in the
problems.
middle of the table is not necessarily a good thing.
No, and that's why he's going to solve that right now. It's all going to look a lot nicer after this shot. I didn't need to bump it.
Uh-oh. Oh. I'll tell you, he hit that to the outer edge as far as he could go.
And he's straight on the 1 in the corner, so probably just take that out. Leave a nice simple finish now. It's kind of slightly on the wrong side of this 6 ball. If he was planning on shooting the 2 in the other side, and
Follow forward to the rail, huh?
yeah, you can follow with a little zing. Just a little bit of zing. Or just shoot the 2 ball right now.
They might do that too. I like just following this shot though.
Is he using left spin or not? And of course I meant right. And he did. If he's straight, he's just going to roll forward. Going around to eyeball his shot on the 8. Just a simple roll.
Just like that, you can see Robbie at 12, 3 to go to keep his king hood going. I want to thank everybody for joining us here at Mad Apple Xstream. We are located inside the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company right here on West College Avenue in Appleton, Wisconsin. We're a 14,000 square foot restaurant, all made from scratch. We have a pro shop with my good friend M.H. Penglaze sitting right next to me.
That's right.
Running that thing on a day-to-day.
8 days a week.
8 days a week. And then obviously our pool room where we have 15 pool tables. We have a total of 12 7-foot diamond pool tables. And pretty soon all 12 of those will be brand new because the 2 coin ops are going to get replaced. But we just replaced all the rest of our tables with these brand new diamonds. And 3 9-footers. So Robbie coming up dry on that break, just barely. Another dry break for him.
And you've got some kind
Another
of
dry break for him.
event going on in the back room tomorrow, which means
Another dry
after
break
this
for him.
match, I've got to go and move 4 of those pool tables out of that room. And then I'm sure before the end of tomorrow, before the midday of tomorrow, I'm going to have to move them all back again.
Yeah, so when we do come back, we're going to have the one and only J-Fed coming back to try and steal his crown back from Robbie.
That'll be a great match. If Robbie wins this match.
Well, that's right. Robbie's got to keep it
We're
up.
not writing dash off yet. He's going to make a dash for it and break and run 10 racks in a minute. Maybe.
Indeed. Well, let's start with this one. He's got to get one under his belt and see if we can go from there. So it's a very runnable rack.
If you can figure out the 2 and the 14.
And the 7-13, technically.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he can see through there, but if he could see that 14-2 right now, it'd be not too bad of an idea.
He's looking at the... Is that the 15-3 combination that he's eyeballing
The 5, you mean?
there? Yeah, the 5-3 combination. Slightly off angle.
Well, I tell you, if he makes it, he's going up there. He's going to break
He's got a
up his
chance,
2
yeah,
ball
to
right
send
away.
the cue ball out and free the 2 ball, yeah.
But man,
There it is.
Yeah,
Didn't go
I
in
tell
there.
you, it was so close. Hit it perfect. He had perfect angle for that 2 ball next, so definitely could have played well for him. But
Yeah, it feels like
didn't work
nothing's
out.
going right for him really at the moment. He's still playing aggressively, choosing shots that give him a chance, but...
Well, he's kind of got it at this point. He's got to make sure he's...
Yeah, you're not going to win this match by getting too defensive.
I mean, the one thing is it is win or break, so, I mean, keep control and you can win. So it is a 1 rack at a time basis, you know. Well, Robbie with the miss. Now we
Yeah.
got no problems
So
on the table. We just broke up the only 2.
Still open table, and if it was open table, why didn't Dash just play the 14-2 combination?
Well, I think he liked the angle of that so that he could come up there and get that 2 out of there. I don't think he could see it. The 14-2, I think, is the ultimate answer. I like solids here. Is he going to go for the 3 after this 2, or is he going to set up for this 6 in the side next?
Yeah, definitely solids look better than they did a couple of shots ago.
Well, he's going to come all the way back for the 7 in the corner.
And he's got a nice shot on the 6 ball right now to go up for the 5 and the 4.
I want to get that 7 out of there if it's me.
Yeah, because you could do that and still have that nice angle on the 6. And in fact, solids are not looking too bad. Looks like the 4 goes past the 5, so he could, depending on the angle, he can shoot either the 4 or the 5 after the 6.
1's kind of the trouble ball. In truth.
Yeah, I mean, it has to go in one of the side pockets. Could even bump it right now. Well,
Yeah, I think you don't make it much better than this.
No, right. Oh, and if you bump it like that, it is better now. Yeah, it was risky, wasn't it? Because if you bump it towards that stripe that's hanging in the corner, you just hurt yourself. But
well, this is even tough. Cutting this 5, you don't move much off this ball, so where are you going next? You know?
yeah, give the 4 ball a good old bump and let there be a little bit of follow on the cue ball so it can drift forward. And
yeah, that's what I mean. There was nowhere to go here.
A lot of moving parts, wasn't there, to that shot?
You just couldn't get the cue ball getting away.
Yeah,
You
now
know?
it's tough. He does have, if he wants to keep shooting, a cut on the 1 ball.
You think that goes past at 11?
No, I think it's a thin cut past the 15.
Oh, my.
I mean,
Yeah.
what else?
Yes. Looks like he's trying to put this past the 11, but I don't know that this goes.
Well, it definitely does. What a
Look at that
fantastic shot. He's still in trouble here, but
Beautiful.
it's a great way to keep going. He does have
There's a combination.
a combination,
Here. I
a thin cut combination.
Pool is fun.
And you got to focus on making this ball. And
This was a heck of a shot. I mean, just barely
yeah, and
clip
if
it past that
it was
11.
such a tough ask that in hindsight you say, well, why didn't you put a hair of draw on it and hit the 4? He was so close to hitting it. He might have been trying. And the next question is, if you can make this combination,
Where's the 4? You know?
where's the 4 and where's the cue ball?
Yeah, that was pretty tough. Well, Robbie, looking at another wide open table. Toughest part of this rack is getting off the 12 out to somewhere where you want to play, and it's not saying much because that ain't too tough. Catch the rail just a little bit ahead of the 12 and just nip up here for the 10 in the side.
Yeah, stripes are looking very nice.
I think you almost just got to go 10 to the 15 here and not get too fancy. Or 10 to the 11, but I think my tendency would be to go to the 15 after this shot. See what Robbie does. Could go 11 if he wanted, but
Yeah, from where he's sitting right there, I like the 11.
11 to the 14 then, yeah. Few ways you can go here.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see him just play for the 9 in the corner next. But nope. Drawing
13.
straight back to the 13.
And the 9's going to end up in the side pocket probably, eventually.
I think this pattern's gotten funky.
If he goes, he's got to negotiate his way through this gap. Underneath the 8 ball, and he's just perfect. Might be tempted to just hit the 9 and draw back. Or the 15 and draw back.
Robbie doesn't like to draw, does he?
Oh, he loves his draw shots. And he's got a lot of control. So
He does, yeah.
it's easy when you're trying to do something like that to overdraw it. Draw into the other side pocket. But he controls his draw shots really well.
Yep, so Patrick Lynn in the chat pointing out if you think you have what it takes to take Robbie down, click on the link to sign up. right there in the Google Docs for him.
There's got to be someone out there. Well, you just mentioned J-Fed's going to be here. And that's going to be a tough one for Robbie. That's going to be a great match if you want to see fireworks. J-Fed against Robbie, that's going to be a good match. Assuming we don't have an amazing comeback here from Dash.
Yeah, at this point it would require an amazing comeback because he needs 9 games to get even. And obviously 11 games to win. So
Robbie's break is working.
And Robbie's break is working. Well, tied up the 5-9-15. Otherwise, this rack would have been real quick, I think. If that 5 would have stayed out.
Yeah, and does the 5 go past the 9? What's the overhead view look like? No, it doesn't.
It does not.
So if
go
you
past.
He does have a shot on the 10 ball.
No, right here. 2-4 combination, go up and break the 5.
With this first shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be my play. This thing is so open if you can just get that 5 loosened up. He is looking at stripes.
Looking at stripes.
When he's really going the gusto here, he's going to play the 14, which is not a real easy shot.
Yeah, he's feeling confident
for
though,
the
isn't he?
immediate breakout here.
This shot goes right. Yeah, it was a tough shot, that. Still open table. It looks like solids now have become the best group. Either group would work here if he had a shot on a stripe.
Jeff Cole also agrees with your comment about Robbie's draw. He's got it dialed right in.
Yeah. Yeah, he's demonstrated that over the several matches that I've commentated on him.
There's some control
There
from
you go.
Justin. Yep.
I think he's on the 5, is he?
If he is, I'd be shooting it.
Can't tell if that 9 ball is just stopping that. Although, of course, you got to think about the 8 ball, don't you? Right off the bat, and the 5 ball might be your ball to get on the 8.
Could be.
So let's pick these off and find a way to get a controlled, nice angle on the 5. You really don't want an angle on the 5, but you have to get an angle on the 5. You can't be straight in it because of the 9 ball. Little inside zing there. Almost too much, really, because he's now a bit straighter than he wants to be on the 2. If he wants, he could shoot the 7. He's got to power his way. And he's end up way short. Yeah, he needed a good stroke on that one. Some good zing. So he's got himself in a little bit of bother here. He's not showing much emotion, just a slight twitch of his cheek there to indicate.
You say he's got himself in a bother. It reminds me of Winnie the Pooh.
A spot of bother when he's stuck in the tree.
I guess. All right, choosing safety.
Well,
good
that's
choice.
a good shot. Look at that.
Well played.
He plucked that one out of nowhere, didn't he?
It's well played. The 7 came out just perfect. Making it pretty tough on Robbie here.
He's jumping.
Well, I guess I better not give us that view, or we won't see much of anything with the.
He's put the
Robbie
extension to his
flips.
jump cue on the table.
Oh,
What a fantastic shot.
that's
And
4
that's-
for 4.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure, right?
what he's showing you is don't think you're safe if you leave me a jump shot.
I mean, holy cow. Huh?
You leave Robbie any shot here, it's not safe. Incredible. Of course, Robbie's got no pressure on him right now. He's freewheeling. He's not playing any different than when he started, though. He plays that way, regardless.
Well, he's still got trouble on the 8-ball. The 8-ball is not in the best position on the table. So he's still got to play smart here to try and get a pattern, and that'll get him over there.
Yeah, and there's always a bank shot if you don't quite
Nine's in a good
get
spot
the right
for
angle.
it too, but well, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. We do appreciate it. King of the Hill match here every Friday night at 7:30. We got our 600 and above players squaring off in our two-person tournament, $250 minimum entry. Some of that stuff is going to be changing here coming up, so looking forward to some of those changes. I think it will bring you guys some more matches.
Yeah, he played a little nudge there on the 15.
I don't like it.
I thought he had an angle where he could play
work.
that same shot but draw and end up on the 9 into the long corner pocket. He also did have a reasonable shot at just cutting that 9-ball straight into the side pocket there from that position before the 15 was in the way.
I think I'm trying to run into the 5-ball here off the second rail.
Yeah, after with the 13 in the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got
I'm drawing this.
either one of these balls can end up. If he ends up on the 15, he can use it to get on the 9 in the other corner. Oh, he's
Did he
decided. I don't know what that was. Oh, yeah, he's looking at his tip. I think it was a miscue. Because it wasn't really any reason for him to start playing a doinky little lock the 8-ball up. That was not really what he was thinking at all.
Five-ball right now, I think.
Yep. And it looks like the 8-ball still has a window.
It does. It goes, and you just got to get...
It's actually really tight how close that 13 is to the rail.
It's harder to get on that 8, believe it or not, off the 3. You really want to get on the 3 here, and then the 7, and then the 7 to the 8.
Unless you were absolutely dead straight on the 3.
It's going to be good.
But
here.
yeah, like you say, this is actually perfect. He can shoot the 3 now and get an angle on the 7 to come back to the 8.
Right, and again, here you want to be, if anything, outside angle like he is right now on the 7. Or straight. Yep,
just
perfect.
past straight.
Just like that. That's about as good as you can get.
An inch more, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Because then he could drift to the
when
side.
When I look at it from the overhead, I agree.
So how close is that 13? It only looks like a ball's width away from the rail, though. It's a very small window, this, on the 8-ball. Oh, he did have a little angle. He cheated the pocket to get over there. Almost too perfect if he's frozen on the rail.
I don't know. With the 8 off, I think that's okay. Frozen to the rail.
I'm just going to make sure the cue ball doesn't bounce at all, otherwise it hits the underside of the rail. And yeah, he's not actually frozen. It looks like, after looking at that replay, he bounced off just a hair. He's hitting it low, which sometimes...
Good
shot. Beautiful.
All right, gets him to 5 games. Third of the way there.
All right, it's comeback time. Let's see what kind of break he goes with this time. And in the questionnaire here, the question for Dash is, do you have a favorite song or type of music that inspires you to play well and focus? Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Nice.
Favorite pool movie, Color of Money. What's been your favorite win in competition? The 2023, which was just recently, MoMA, which Masters AA team champions. Which tournament is MoMA?
Minnesota. That's their state. It's like our whammo.
Okay, a successful break. Let's just keep going, one rack at a time. Eyeballing the 9-ball there to see if it's makeable in the side pocket.
It's that one where you drive it with a lot of draw right through the nipple. Right?
Kind of looks like that, doesn't it? I don't know if it's frozen or not. If it's not frozen, it might just gently roll in.
When I tried to slide that, you could see him
Ooh,
come off that ball funny when he went through the stroke there.
The wheels are coming off.
Just watch the way he pushes sideways on that ball. See him just kind of cheat it. Tried to spin it over. Didn't quite get the rotation on it he intended.
So not a simple looking table. He's got his choice, solids or stripes. And there we go, another miss. Justin comes back to the table. It's funny, isn't it? You often see that in these awkward type situations. If you don't have a clear plan, you end up missing the first shot because you didn't really have a specific a specific route in mind. A 7-ball in the side, but if you're going to take solids, you definitely don't want to disturb the 9-ball because I think the 9-ball is a problem.
That he lined that 1-5 up dead, so did not create a problem there.
The only problem really here now is the 2-ball.
Yeah.
Could, while playing this combination, draw over and tap the 2-ball.
I think he got enough, huh? Let's see if that's what he tries.
You've got to make sure you aim this combination and don't get lured away to miss it while you're trying to negotiate this draw shot and this kiss on the 2. Oh, that does not really look very good. If he does have a shot on the 1-ball here, he can play it and kiss the 2 and recover. He does potentially have a cut shot on the 6. But the 1-ball, if he has it here, can lead to opening this up for solids. Okay. It looks like he's playing safe. He's trying to get behind the 1-ball here. And he's played that well.
Let's see. Randy Parlick says, Kendall, are you streaming at Whammo? Nope. Whammo is, I think that's TV Mike does that one still.
But we are streaming at WSPA.
WSPA
next
and also
week.
CSI or BCAPL. And Rob Boone, is Volker still playing? Haven't seen him in a while. I don't know.
What did Robbie do there? Robbie made a ball. I thought he didn't have a shot. And he's got the same problem really with that 11 ball frozen to the 2.
Yeah, I know. He just played the ball in the side pocket.
So what does he think about the 9-ball? If the 9-ball is a problem, and only he knows it for sure.
I mean, the 11's a problem. Everything's a
Well,
problem.
the 11's a
right
problem,
now.
but you solve the 9-ball before you solve the 11. Just because the 11-ball also contains the 2. You always want to solve problems that only contain your balls first. He's having another
I mean, he
good
can-
stare at it.
Right. I mean, he can come over and play the 10 off the 9 on the side to help himself. And if he comes up just short on the side of the 4 ball there, he can play into the 11 to break it. Again, they're all pretty iffy.
Well, we're going to find out now.
I'm trying to figure out who, Rob, I'm trying to figure out who Volker is. So I didn't really say.
Is he going to shoot this 9-ball in the corner?
I tell you, that's an unbelievable
Or can
shot
he
if
just
actually
drop it
makes
into the
this
side
ball.
gently? Yeah, it's tough, that shot. I'm not sure if it was possible.
Yeah, I don't know. It almost looked buried into the...
Or you had to cut it away from the rail and hit it to the edge of the corner pocket. So Dash is left with the same problem he had before. He's got to find a way to break this out. Now, does he have a shot on the 1-ball here? No, the 3-ball's in the way, isn't it? He's going to have to shoot the 3-ball into the side pocket here. Bank shot on the 3-ball. What a shot.
Drills it, too.
He can play a stop shot on the 1-ball now with an angle on the 6. The problem with doing this last is you have to then break out the 2 and get a shot on the 2. I don't think he's got any kind of angle where he can break it on this shot on the 1, so he's going to have to just play a stop shot on the 1. And leave his break out to the last moment. Oh, he did try and draw it out. He was trying to play a little nudge on the 2-ball there.
Well, now he's in nothing but trouble. I don't know what
Yeah.
to do here.
Yeah, if you go for some kind of Hail Mary bank back on the 6-ball, it's not going to do you any good if it doesn't break the 2-ball out at the same time. And if you do find a way to break the 2-ball out and miss that shot, you've just opened it up for Robbie. So this is a very tough position for Solids to be in.
Yeah, I guess I'm not real familiar with Justin Volker. I don't know who that is. I just tried to look him up on Fargo for
I
you.
think you mean Justin Volk.
Volk. Okay. Yeah, probably Volk.
They just added a couple of letters. Justin, what do they say about him?
Didn't hear. Is Volker still playing? Haven't seen him in a while. He just played at Derby City.
Yeah, and he did really well at Derby City. Justin
yeah.
Volk.
Oh, yeah. Pete Bester just chimed in with that, too.
Yeah, Justin Volk went deep into the 1 pocket and the banks. And he had a really good result in Derby City, Justin Volk did.
Robbie with a good hit for a safety here. Gets him behind the 12 even. Well, maybe caught the edge.
Yeah, solids are in trouble here. Robbie knows that he's not going to shoot these balls without finding a way to break the 11. And in getting this hit, Dash needs to make sure that he doesn't accidentally, you know, break out the 2 ball and the 11. But even if he doesn't, he's still just got to hope that Robbie gives him a chance. Looks like he's paying a little bend shot here, a little masse around the edge of the 12. Didn't get out wide enough. Ball in hand. That's the last thing he wanted to give Robbie here.
Robbie looking to get to the hill if he can get out of this rack.
Oh, look what
like
he's doing. He's going to play another safety.
Yep.
He's going to try and
Smart.
stay frozen behind the 11. This is a tricky shot, this. Oh, yeah. The 2 ball comes back and freezes back into the pack. No. Yeah, that was a good shot. Yeah, he didn't have to risk anything. He obviously did have other ways to go. He could have used ball in hand to break that out. And, of course, he did use ball in hand to break that out with that safety.
John Mora beat Shaw today at the World Pool Championships.
Yep.
That's
Playing
yeah.
left-handed and breaking right-handed.
Mr. Smooth there.
You know that John Mora breaks right-handed and plays left-handed.
Well, he used to play right-handed, left-handed.
He was right-handed, yeah.
Yeah.
And he switched because his dominant eye was on the other side and he was getting neck problems. And he couldn't switch his dominant eye, so he switched his handedness. And it's just on the break shots and also power spin shots where he switches back to his more powerful right-hand side. Well, Dash gets a good hit there. But Robbie definitely has a nice shot here. The 11 ball, does it go past the 2?
Yeah, I think it does. To the pocket with the cue ball, yeah.
And from where we sit in the commentary box, it looks like a very small pocket that he's got on the 11 ball. The 2 ball's definitely taken away part of the pocket. And I don't think he likes it. And he's still going for it, though. He wishes he had been a little bit straighter on this ball, because it has to be struck very accurately.
Well, the thing that makes it a little tougher is anytime you're glancing across the face of a ball, it actually has a forward push to it.
Yeah. That's why you shoot it with outside English to get rid of the throw.
Right.
Now, the 11 ball does also go in the other corner pocket. The 8 ball's taken away a good part of the window to get on it, but there's still a little piece of that window left.
I don't know that he could have got much better.
Yeah,
if
he's
he
perfect
is
on the
gonna
10. I think he's going to try and get straight on the 11 past the 2.
Yeah. Well, did he get it, or did he end up
Well,
the same as he was?
It's better on this side, so he's on the other
Right.
side of the shot. So the throw, like you said, you get any kind of throw on that other one and it hurts. This one, it kind of helps it loop around the 2.
Right.
You just got to make sure you don't hit the 2 on the way through.
No concern at all.
No problem, yeah. Now he's got this thin cut frozen to the rail. This shot is tricky for some people, and I expect Robbie to just pop it in.
Mr. Like, how are you?
Oh, yeah, he called me earlier, and I said I was going to call back. What's up, Mr. Like?
Robbie to the hill.
Mr. Like, sir.
I don't know if that's Sir.
Could be either, doesn't it? It doesn't say. There's a junior and a senior. Good evening, gentlemen, he says. The politeness, to me, makes me think it's senior. Those balls just absolutely explode. Robbie is now on the hill. He's got a nice open table here. This table opened up much nicer than the last one. He might be considering this 15-12 combination just because it sort of opens up the position. It's not the easiest shot. Oh, okay, 11 ball.
Patrick Lynn, MH forgot to call somebody back? No.
Oh,
I don't
whatever.
believe it. Nice combination there, setting himself up for the 14 again.
Yeah, okay, so he's pointing with his cue there where he wants to be. If he can get down there with a nice shot on the 15 in after these next two balls, which means he's thinking he's going to shoot the 13. He's going to shoot the 14. Lucky he's tall. But this is awkward, isn't it? He's not straight, but close to straight. He's going to try and get the cue ball down table with a draw shot around the back of the 4 ball. Oh, no. He was able to hit that shot straight enough. He cheated the pocket. Still not where he wanted to be.
What do you mean 12 ball's perfect?
I think he's on the 9, actually.
Did he?
He was hoping to be on the 15,
Yeah.
I suspect. It's unlikely that he was playing for this tiny window on the 9, I think. Might be wrong. That's what my spidey sense tells me. And you're right, he's on the 12. Oh, that nice little kiss on the 3 ball cleared the way. He's got a choice here, though. He could shoot the 9 or the 15. The 9 ball might give him a chance to play a gentle little kiss on the 10. The 15, it's kind of tough to see what your next ball is after that. So there he is. He's looking at that kiss on the 10 ball. Oh, and if he'd hit that ball a little bit thinner, it would have gone in. There was spin on that 9 ball, so it probably did get a heavy contact, extra friction. That spun that 9 ball and pushed it into the point. And he didn't really get the kiss on the 10 ball that offered him a shot on the 10. So Justin Dascher has what might be one last chance here, which he has to take, knowing that Robbie is on the hill. And he's got a 2 ball down table that is problematic. He's shooting these balls up here, the easy ones, but what are you going to do with the 2 ball dash?
Does the 2 go past the 10, possibly?
Oh, it doesn't look like it from the overhead view. And you might ask, does it go past the 9? And that's also tricky.
Through the 9.
Yeah, Robbie played a shot similar to that earlier and played it perfectly. But I don't like it. I don't like it. And you hate to leave your problem till the last ball. So if he's got to come up with something special here if he wants to stay in this match. And he doesn't want to get straight on this one ball. He would like a more steeper angle than this, because now to get down table, he's got to play a power spin shot. If he'd stayed up there and left himself more of an angle on this one, he has better options. But it still leaves the question, what are you going to do when you get down there? Where exactly are you trying to get? Well,
he's playing the bank.
He's playing the bank, and I think the 15 ball may have just come into play.
I think he's got this. It looks like he's wide open there. Straight shot to that too.
Which screen are you looking at there, Kendall?
Either one.
Really? Let's see which pocket he picks.
Yeah, you already called it in the bottom left.
Okay.
But he'll clear this 15 by a mile. He had more room even.
Well, he did, yeah. He didn't have to go as close to that. He showed that it was possible, but he's also given Robbie a very nice finish. So, barring a miracle here, Robbie is going to stay champion for another week. Make that another 3 weeks, because we don't play for the next 2 weeks.
That's correct. Although we will be here, we're going to be broadcasting from WSPA, so state championships there.
Mobile commentary booth
singles
to be set up. We want to thank everyone for watching and staying with us tonight. King of the Hill at the Mad Apple. While Robbie gets himself straight on the 8 ball.
Playing a little last pocket here to end it out. And there it is.
There you go. Dominant performance from Robbie yet again.
Yeah, terrific job. And we want to obviously reach out to Justin Dascher. We really appreciate him coming out also. Thank everybody who's came in here rooting for him. I know when we put the post on Claire Billiards, I don't think we've had so many responses as we did for Justin. So
yeah,
obviously
valiant effort.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously wanted to play better and obviously can play better than what he demonstrated tonight. But it is a little tough challenge here, getting on the stream and trying to keep your game together, plus the fact that he's not really a diamond player. All that stuff adds up, and maybe next time he'll bring a little tougher game for the guys. So, but anyways, we want to thank everybody for being here. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, we're here again on Sunday for the King's Court matches, which would be our Queens match starting at 11:15.
Queens, yeah.
And then Jesters at 1:45. And then the Knights starting at 4:30.
That's right. Same fun lineup on a Sunday.
You bet. So
Tammy Forbes is the new queen.
Yeah, she just took over from last week.
That's right.
Terrific.
She played great.
And then I believe we have Brandon View is still our Jester. And our Knight, who's our Knight right now?
The Knight in shining armor.
Oh, now I'm going to feel bad. That's the only guy that I don't
He's the Knight that goes...
remember. No, who is... Oh, it's Tom Menina.
Todd Menina.
Tom
Menina.
Yeah,
Menina.
Yep. Can't forget him.
That's right.
So, but anyways, so Billy, we appreciate that. Great stream. I like to watch them again for educational purposes. Please put 8-ball or 9-ball in the titles.
Oh.
We might do that. All right. Sounds good. Enjoy your night, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you on Sunday.
Thanks for having me, Kendall. And we'll
Thanks so much.
see you soon.